off Twitch in a year and a half.
Do you also...
A year and a half? That's record time.
I know. So then, last week we had so much fun. Dane was so proud. So proud. We had a beautiful wedding. But now the festivities are over and the party are starting to wake up to realize that now they have to focus on the mission ahead. So, handing it over to our delightful dungeon master, Icey. Would you like to tell us a story?
Yes, let me just get things. Get the stream so it doesn't echo. And yes, I'm still living all the little goblins and everything on the title screen. I approve of goblins. Yay!
I adore the little Goku one and the little adventuring party.
That was with our dear Cerna player missed the wedding last week. We're going to go ahead and redo it. No.
I was about to say, like, are you serious?
Why? What? We've had one wedding, yes, but what about second wedding?
Well, to be
Dennis,
fair,
Dennis, give me time, I'll do it.
I believe it.
it was proposed.
Well, that's what you do for weddings.
No, Cloak and Vilo had an open invitation for Dane to join.
Yes, they did.
My gracious.
Dane
Just Dane.
was very touched, but respectfully declined.
We love Dane.
And Dane loves both of you, my dear.
Oh.
Cerna will try to not be insulted.
You want... Sorry.
We pick up the next morning after a strange, bald man with no nose and a wand. Oh, wait, I'm reading the wrong script again. That's Harry Potter's origin. Let's get that out of there.
Into the trash.
We pick up the next morning at the local tavern. Everybody's up and active, waiting on the happy couple to show up. And I have placed both your tokens down at the bottom.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I have a point of exhaustion, don't I?
Nope.
Yes, you do.
Well earned.
Yeah, Syldra's outside in the tree asleep.
Dane's
Oh,
still
morning.
Syldra.
The spirit is willing, but the body is spongy and bruised.
Am I right in assuming everyone's basically got a point of exhaustion because alcohol?
Not
You would need to roll
Trinity.
constitution for
No,
that.
it's just the newlywed, because Vilo went particularly extra during his wedding night.
Daddy ho.
Lally ho.
Now, I'll be nice and say you don't have a point of exhaustion.
The bed
Okay,
is
sure.
very comfortable.
Given Syldra's roll that constitution save for the alcohol, I say as soon as Vilo and Cloak come close to the door, they just see Syldra fall out of a tree. Not gracefully, I might add.
DM, did you just say Cloak won't have exhaustion?
Yeah.
Okay, I better take that off.
Yeah, don't fight it.
Yeah,
Could be the difference between life and death.
Exactly. I don't want a newlywed to immediately die. That would just be horrible.
Yes, it would.
We
Yeah.
got the
Morning,
build, it'll be fine.
Syldra. Morning, Syldra. You take it to the
Morning.
bushes.
As they enter the tavern, a strange man with a 9-foot sword plunges down between both of them and...
And fuck this
Oh,
You're
guy.
reading the wrong story again, sir.
Good to see you, Vilo.
You will know this man.
Anyways, continuing
Good
on with the
times,
tavern
travellers.
scene.
You need help getting up, Syldra.
I'm fine. I'm fine. You
Okay,
just
then.
kind of lifts herself up on her back legs, pushes herself forward a few feet, and then stands up.
What are you doing in the bush?
As I literally fell out of the tree.
Into the
no.
bushes.
Soft landing then, I guess.
Softer than my face.
Impossible. Very few things as well, just looks at Vilo.
No, Cloak, you're the softest. I can vouch for that.
Look at your freaking mane of hair. It's so. Can I touch it real quick?
Well, you're
You'll
my
just-
wife.
you'll just
You have
kinda
like
go-
carte blanche to touch it whenever you like.
So she's got her eyes closed. She's kind of smacking her lips repeatedly.
Vilo's face is so soft that if I slapped him, it would just like disperse the force. Look, watch. He just whacks him around the side of the head, and it just goes.
Didn't even tickle.
See? I love it.
All right, shall we head inside?
Left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Vilo kicks open the door.
We had snoo.
And who's ready to get back to adventure? We got a world to save. Also, Syldra's here too.
Cats don't always land on their feet.
Vilo, I love you, but you are entirely too loud.
I know. Thank you for noticing.
Oh, he's loud, all right.
And how are the happy couple?
Feeling good. Really, really good.
On top of the world and even higher. Vilo just nuzzles into Cloak and smatters her kisses all along the neck and around her cheeks.
Aw.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
Yes, envelop me with those kisses. And she just nuzzles into Vilo's neck.
Oh, man.
This is adorable.
So looks like a lot of you, you're all recovering.
Recovering,
by
yes, attempting to.
This is our fourth pint of coffee. I'm sure the travel on the road is going to be a little awkward as a result, I know, but I think it will be worth it.
I didn't imbibe during the festivities because I am heading up security still, so I remain fully aware. You needn't worry.
Barkeep. Barkeep,
guys-
bring meat. Lots of meat.
Syldra, we're about to go to sea. You're going to blow chunks all over the deck.
No, that's what the side of the... Well, there's a joke involving the poop deck, but that's probably not that kind of ship.
Oh dear.
I'll shut up now. Goes back to a coffee.
You better focus on sobering up, otherwise, yes, it's not going to be pretty at sea. And we know how exhausting and upset Syldra is.
why I
Syldra,
asked for meat.
did you bring half of the tree with you?
Hmm.
Looks like you still got a little bit of it stuck in your fur.
Oh,
That's why
leave
I'm
her
asking.
alone.
There's a branch like wedged under the. There's a branch wedged under your shoulder strap right there.
My dear, did
Yeah.
someone drag you backwards through a bush, darling?
We landed in one.
That explains it. To be fair, you can't deserve it after
Nah,
what
I
you did
don't
last night.
really. Eh?
Oh, what did she do last night?
Let's just say she barged into my room late at night whilst I was engaged in other activities.
Hmm.
Oh.
Well,
And this was a
Yeah,
bad
And
thing?
she
Well,
didn't
that
even
was where I
have
got
the courtesy
changed.
to stay.
Well, that was where I got changed yesterday.
I mean, what's that got to do with it?
Well, I presume that since I got changed in there, I'd have to go in for my stuff and to change out of my monkey suit.
Oh, you were naked! Neat!
Oh
Yes,
my.
we got quite the eyeful.
And this is a bad thing for you? I thought you liked that sort of thing, Dane.
True, but it kind of ruined the rhythm.
I think we
What?
picked it up eventually.
Oh, I see.
Can someone hurry up with that? Barkeep, can you hurry up with that breakfast?
Anyway, I'm afraid
He already
our-
brings it up to you.
enthusiastic friend is probably correct. As much as I adored the preparations and the wedding itself, we have kind of lagged behind schedule. We probably should start
Yes.
getting a move on.
I'm
Hey,
very
we're
eager to
ready
get
when
to the
you
next-
guys are.
Also,
very
is there a
good to get-
time limit? Is there a time limit I haven't heard of yet?
Only the end
No.
of the world.
It's not the end of the world, except it is.
Frankly, I'm feeling fine.
The time limit is the end of the world, which will happen eventually.
Oh no.
I'm very eager to get. I apologize. I'm very eager to get to the temple.
No, of
I mean-
course. Of course, you got things you want to find out.
Yes.
Airships to recover.
Yes, I'm very focused.
Could we please stop telling these sort of things out loud in public?
I'm just that an airship would be an excellent opportunity for improved security. We'd be able to move about the land unobserved and at least unobserved on a personal level, and unimpeded.
And I've never flown before. That'd be fascinating.
I don't know if I have or not.
Oh, it's fun.
I've been to the top of a fairly high tower before. Fairly certain that's kind of similar.
Dane, you know what it's like to fly. Fun, isn't it?
It is quite fun.
Uh,
Definitely beats hiking up a mountainside. But regardless, let us eat and make our departure.
Vilo Boldbody. I think that's the only comment about height I need to make. And he sips his coffee.
Bacon, please.
So just tearing into this meat feast.
So, unless there's anything else anyone else wishes to discuss, we shall probably speed on.
I'm all
Let's
oily
continue.
now.
There's comments I can make about that, sweetie. I hope you know that.
It's
And
all
it's
the,
that.
it's all the bacon fat, you see.
I'll
My
be
dear, I
waiting
am
up.
biting
that
my
was pretty
beak
slick.
not to make a comment.
And then
How do you bite your beak?
That
gotta
was
have
pretty
teeth.
slick.
Difficulty.
Same way
Serenity
you
gets.
eat, it's the same way you eat your own head.
That
Serenity
was an
gets up
interesting thing
and.
to see.
What?
Serenity gets up and says, "I'll be waiting outside," and she heads for the exit.
Let us eat and away.
And so they ate.
Yeah.
and then
And
went.
there is much rejoicing.
So to finishes first, she kind of zoomed straight out.
Well, Cloak, if you're ready to go, you're done with your meal, let's head
Wherever
out.
wherever you go, I go, Vilo.
Here you are, because I'm carrying you.
Oh, hell yeah!
Scoops her up under her arm and heads out with her.
Perfect time to cut out there.
Yeah. Lally ho!
Transition to the other map.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we should probably take the tunnel train again.
You see?
Yeah, I
If you
presume
take-
they would have cleaned it up. It's been about a week.
You would presume correct. Dwarves are very fast.
Yeah,
hard
I would
workers.
know that. Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're half a dwarf yourself.
Oh,
In
thank
spirit,
you,
not
Upson.
body.
Oh, thank you. It's very nice of you to say.
When it comes to crafting metals, dwarves know what they're doing.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was something I never figured out.
Oh, did they try to
And-
teach you?
Oh yeah, but I kind of held the metal too hard and it kind of melted in my hands. Weird. That
Well, you
sounds
are.
like it should be impossible, but I'm Vilo.
You're hecka strong.
The heck in the stronginess.
I'll say no problems arise this time. You guys easily buy another ticket and get across the mountain in a few hours. It's about mid-afternoon now. as you make your way back to the port city.
You know, Cloak, there are some that say that Vilo's power is maximum, but I got a secret for you. Vilo's power is maximum.
I agree. I absolutely agree. It's
Doesn't
canon
even
now.
make sense.
Sure it does. You just gotta be me.
Yes, and neither Vilo makes sense, so it kind of works out.
Ready?
I have a sudden taste for broccoli.
Yes.
And
Syldra is craving
Really?
vegetables. It is the end of the world.
I have a craving for carrots.
you make your
I
way
don't know
back.
about you, but I could do with a good beefsteak.
I could do with a napper.
Oh.
So we're heading straight for the ship.
And you
Everyone talks shit about radishes for some reason.
I am hilarious, and you will quote everything I say.
I don't
Hey,
believe there's
Syldra.
anything we need to pick up from the shop, so yes, I do believe we will head to the ship and get things underway.
Dane, we could buy the shops.
Yes, but where would we put it all?
I was just saying we could.
I know, but do we need to?
No,
we
I'm just
really
saying
don't.
we could.
All up to
Oh,
you.
Anybody remember where we parked?
Are they all the same? Oh my god. Is there a Cornelia insignia on the sail, maybe?
Oh,
But
come
it's
on,
not-
they don't
it's
all
not
look
there.
the same.
I think it's that
Oh,
one
but-
down there next to the graffitied warehouse.
Bums.
Bums.
Syldra, was that you?
No.
Dane just kind of looks at Cloak.
You
No,
think
no,
you guys? You think you guys would know the HMS Setzel by now? We've been sailing in it long enough.
Oh, show off.
Oh,
I showed off my ability to look through our handouts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can take that show off back now.
Well,
Man, do you remember? Oh, back in the day, do you remember Sir Rommel of Cornelia? I wonder if we'll ever see any more of his allies.
I wonder if we'll see him again.
Let's hope not.
I
We
don't
could-
think
out-
so.
just
I
point-
mean, he's dead.
Yeah,
Just point out-
I killed him pretty dead.
Mhm.
Unless this weird time travel bullshit going on and he becomes some primordial like manifestation of chaos or something, but that would never happen.
I'm just going to point out the bums have got nothing to do with Syldra.
got something to do with you, though, hasn't it, Seth?
Oh, yeah.
So
You
just
didn't
more
even
for
notice-
leg woman.
I
You
think
didn't
you
even
find the
notice-
bums have everything to do with Cloak.
You
He's got
didn't
some
even
nice
notice.
peaches.
You didn't even notice the one in the arena city, which actually was the dwarvish translation of bums.
I didn't. Oh, dang it! I missed that.
Guys, get close to your ship. You see the captain on deck, walking around inspecting things.
Holy shit, I thought you guys were all dead. As the captain says to us.
No, we were just getting married.
Yes, well, we were ordered to stay in port as long as you guys were on the island. And after all, there's only one port. So, where to next?
We're headed for the water temple.
Let's bring up the map. Let's try to remember where this is.
On the world map here. Certainly.
I don't know about you, but I think that's where the
Yeah.
water temple is.
Did you just
That's,
point off
well-
into the horizon?
Yes. Roughly in the southern direction.
That way.
Yes, the Elven Kingdom to the south.
I'm sorry, I just
This looks
My-
water temple like.
yes, I just noticed the sperm whale here. That's a little. That looks to be on the horizon there. That small mountain.
That place looks important later.
What if it's important now?
We can't talk any Can't go anywhere without a dock.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine. We have a solution to that problem.
You know what I mean?
So, we will head out then.
Fan-bloody-tastic.
Oh.
Way anchor and all that jazz. Whatever jazz is.
Hey, it's
Captain,
rains.
I think way anchor is when they drop it.
Oops, sorry, got it backwards.
No, way anchor is when they.
Is when they lift it up.
Ha! See, I was right.
Well, color me impressed.
Look, I'm no sailor, so
Yeah, it's a good thing you're not. You clearly don't know anything about sailing. Anyways, he starts shouting, and crewmen start running around the ship, getting everything ready as you watch oars come out and slowly begin to push the ship out of dock.
You guys need
And-
help with that.
No, they are strong men.
Oh, I believe it.
And you slowly make your way southerly.
Vilo, you're strong enough to sail this entire ship by yourself.
I mean, you're absolutely right. That's why I offered. But I'll just content myself with push-ups instead.
Oh, honey, you're a one-man crew.
Yeah, and could you do me a favour and sit on my back as I do these push-ups? I need some
Yeah.
weight.
Do
You
you
know,
want me
such
to
as
hold?
it is.
Do you want me to hold this barrel as I do?
Oh, if you can, I'd appreciate it.
Guys, could you start filling this barrel up with seawater or something?
You guys head out and sail into the night. You have a good, strong wind on your back, and you get around the island there as you make your way down to the southern island. The night goes a little slower as the winds die down. By morning, you just see the tip of the island coming into your vision.
Land ho, everyone.
We're not there yet, lass.
Oh, is that not land?
That is where we're going. That is the island we're going to, but we're not yet to port. We have a
Well,
good few hours left.
Okay.
Personally, I don't see what the big deal was about me getting undressed.
You will
Well,
know when you will learn
not-
when you're older, Syldra.
Well, I don't want to speak for my employer or anything, but for me personally, it just felt rude for you to leave like that.
Eh? I was just going out to my tree. I always sleep in the tree.
True, she does always sleep in a tree.
Cerna's
Always.
actually going to insight check that. Not to derail the whole thing, but she knows that Syldra is a dragon. However, she's just made assumptions about how Syldra understands certain, shall we say, social cues, relationship stuff, that kind of thing. Would that be an insight?
I believe it would.
Okay. And we'll get rid of the disadvantage. We don't need that. Boop. There's a 6. I ain't got a clue.
I'd
Syldra.
say it comes across that she just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
Societal norms are overrated.
Make your way. You guys, around noon, slowly pull into Port Lagina. As once again, the oars come out, sails go up, and you slow to a stop at the dock.
Vilo, I smell chocobos.
What is a chocobo?
Sorry, that was me just airing out my feathers.
Chocobos are like giant chickens that even I can ride.
You'd have to get those chocobos must be hecka strong, you know.
Absolutely.
You're once again met by an elven Darkmaster.
Hello.
All right, you lot. Actually, let me put a more elvish voice on it. All right, everyone. What is your purpose in Port Lagina today?
To the point, we are, I guess we're going to call ourselves, I don't know, Warriors of Light or something like that. I don't know, we haven't figured out the name yet. And we're here to visit the water temple to restore the crystal. Nice and to the point.
Very nice deal.
I approve.
No. Only royalty is allowed to go into the water temple, and as far as that goes, God rest their souls, the king and queen have died 5 years ago.
Oh.
Well, we are here on royal decree. Does that help?
If you're talking about the kingdom of Corneria, we
Yep.
have good relations with them, but no, you would need to get the prince's approval, and unfortunately, no one's seen him for 5 years. There's rumors that he's gone to the desert to the east, or to the west, in search of some strange flying contraption. I don't put much stock in it myself, but apparently it's the only way to get back to the castle. No one's dared go there since a year prior, prior to the king and queen's death.
And he's the only surviving heir. Oh, excuse me. Serenity Hailstorm Security Operations.
Yes, he is the only surviving heir, and he's been trying to get back into the castle and to the water temple to kill the beast that now encircles the Dewdrop Island.
I have to ask about a procedural issue. If only the prince can authorize someone to go to the water temple, and the prince is in need of rescue, what if he's in the water temple?
Well, he
My
can't
dear.
get there.
My dear, anyone who has tried to set even a foot in the waters around Dewdrop Island has met, well, let's just say, less than favorable fate.
How long has
Should
the prince
withdraw.
been? How long has the prince been missing for?
Oh, about 5 years. Like I said, there's rumors that he's gone with a adventuring party of his own to the. That's like what's on. To
So,
the
go to the desert, rescue the
Western Desert.
prince.
Presumably he's still alive.
Is
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, while the prince is away, who is acting as, for want of a better word, the steward of this kingdom?
Oh, well, local governments have taken control. Hopefully, once the prince is back on the throne, however, things will get better. But
So everyone's
as it is
basically
right
just looking
now,
out. Everyone's just basically looking out for themselves right now, their own little chunks.
more or less.
A kingdom divided.
So, go to the desert, rescue this prince, and then we get into the temple.
The kingdom
the
divided
best.
doesn't usually lead to good things.
No.
Usually leads to muggers.
I was thinking walls of succession, but muggers too, yes.
Indeed.
First come the muggers, then come the wars of succession.
Well, as far as elven success just goes here, you must have the scepter and orb, which, as of now, are sitting in the castle.
To clarify,
This is why you have to worry about muggers, because the muggers will take the scepter and other fancy things, and then they'll declare themselves royalty.
Yes, Vilo, my associate here, does make a very interesting point. So, in theory, if someone were to simply get those artifacts, they would essentially be able to declare themselves the proxy ruler. Now, would that be something that people would actually honor, or would they just be laughed out of the building?
Well,
Cerna's being her eyes are kind of... She's got that slightly calm but very intense look to this dude.
Imagine it,
Woman.
Vilo. Imagine it.
Well,
King Vilo.
Don't put those thoughts in my head. You know I
Well,
can't resist them.
We have
the
other fish to fry.
Let the man speak. Let the man speak. Please go on, my friend.
ma'am. But yes, the succession only allows for elvish heritage claiming the throne. So even if you're trying to get to the island, don't get any ideas. You will very quickly be put to death as heretics.
That's fine. I don't want to be king just because
No.
I have some trinkets anyway.
As I say, Cerna just, brushes her hair back, just gently strokes her elvish ears, and gives a very serene smile. Good to know. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that'll work.
You're not planning something, my dear.
Oh, just considering options, my liege.
It's all in good fun, don't you?
Of
Don't
course.
you?
Considerations are free.
So does this mean you're planning to marry the prince when we rescue him?
Depends if he's interested in an open marriage. She winks at Dane.
For now, if you're planning to go to the desert, I highly recommend you rent the services of our chocobos.
Mm.
I knew I smelt chocobo in the air.
Yes,
Sure.
they are quite proud and noble birds.
And they go quack.
Sometimes they go walk.
Do you anticipate any dangers crossing the desert?
It's a desert, Dane.
Well, not so much.
Dehydration.
More specific dangers. Like, for example, are there any roving tribes we should be aware of? Any unusual activity of natural creatures?
Question. Sorry. Question. Can I do a history check or something to see or nature to see what kind of creatures are typically in the desert, so she can ask about preparing for specific things as head of security?
I mean, yeah, you can go ahead and try.
Which one?
It could be nature.
Okay.
If Syldra
Whack.
if Serenity was made here, wouldn't she have a history check?
She doesn't remember.
He wasn't made here anyway.
Yeah, she was made far away, I think.
Well, not there yet.
So,
Not there
No.
yet. Cool
We
your
don't know
jets.
yet.
Also, why do you think she's made? I mean,
Yeah, that was out
Oh,
of
it's
character,
like a
y'all.
I was out of character.
Yeah, it was clearly out of character.
yeah, it's still, if it had been in character, for the briefest of moments, Uspon would have fired back.
Well,
It wasn't.
I'm gonna do something in character super quick. Cloak, I'm gonna go check out the chocobos. Do you want to come with?
Oh, hell yeah!
Do you mind if I accompany you?
Oh, yes. Serenity, you have to see these. It's
Well, up to-
obsessing and stuff.
You can say, Elton, have you ever heard of a phrase making babies? There you go. That's why Serenity wasn't made here.
Yeah,
I want to ride my chocobo.
Well then, while they go off and look at the chocobos, I'm going to reiterate my question. Is there anything specifically we should be keeping an eye out for or be careful of when we're in this desert?
Blue dragon, possibly.
Well,
Blue-
no one has,
Go ahead.
and no one has occupied the desert for years. It's pretty desolate. There's some force driving all animals away. Not exactly sure what, but our scholars certainly don't know. There are, humanoid creatures pass through, but anyhow, it's going to be 50 gold for the dog, and yeah, just pay and be on your way.
All right, here you go, sir. Thank you very much. And he hands over the 50 gold. We should probably see where everyone else is, unless you still have a question, Serenity.
Serenity went with Vilo and
Hmm.
Cloak to find the chocobo.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we should probably go see the chocobos. And I've heard that certain types of clothing are a little better in deserts. Light colors.
Huh. Well, that's rather annoying.
Hmm.
Who did
I'm
we ship
sure we
the
can
item?
find something.
No, sorry, it's I'm a little bit distracted by Twitch. There's a bot that's popped up advertising, but because the account has already been suspended or deactivated, I can't delete its message.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Rather
Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You can't do that. Oh.
That's an interesting workaround. So,
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, not to derail everything, but it's like, imagine that. It's like you make an account, you spam something, and then you instantly cancel the account so they can't delete it. Technology is wonderful, isn't it? Oh, well, it's up to our amazing shit posters on Twitch to spam the fuck out of it and just get it off the screen.
Yeah. So, I'm leaving you guys to do what you'd like. You can leave, or, since one of you has 20,000 platinum, we could stock up and get some better stuff.
I mean, I think it's safe to say that first things first, we're checking out the chocobos. How can we resist the chocobos, Icey?
Great question. You can't.
Oh, yes. The chocobos are down here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would put you at the door, as that is the holding pin.
Hey, Vilo. I just had a thought. Maybe we could strap some barrels of water to the sides of one of those chocobo.
Oh, no. I'm not putting any more pressure on the chocobos than is necessary.
I think
Well, we do need.
I think she was suggesting that we get a separate one as a pack chocobo.
I mean, there'll be no. I mean, you.
Chocobo rearing is a big responsibility. Are you sure you're up for it?
Well, you could carry a barrel on your back, maybe, Vilo. Like a big old
Syldra, where
backpack.
did you get that sandwich?
Another
So, where did you get all these apples? Apple Planet. Unlimited apples. Sir, those are the residents of the Apple Planet. Oh, that's why they were screaming.
But yeah, no, I see your point. A chocobo to carry some water provisions does seem sensible.
Oh, yes, indeed. We provide many types of chocobo at our establishment. A young elven woman says, coming up to you.
I have a fantastic idea. Why don't we just have a couple of chocobos pull a wagon?
I
True.
think the main issue with that would be the fact that we're going to be in the desert, not with a road with sand. I don't know that much about the desert, but I would assume a wagon wouldn't last long.
You'll be correct. Chocobos are mobile, wagons are not.
Yes, our yellow variety can traverse almost any terrain. Shallow waters, desert landscapes, grasslands, even low mountains.
Ooh, do you have the more exotic varieties of chocobo on offer then?
Oh,
I've heard legends of some that can fly.
we have one or two flying chocobos, but they're mainly stabled here by some of the more elite members of our society, and
Oh, yeah.
not for sale.
I can understand why you'd want to keep a hold of something so valuable.
Not just valuable, they're very rare.
Oh, exactly, they're priceless.
I've even heard that there are golden chocobos, but it's like a 1 in a million chance or some such.
There's nowhere they can't go, I've heard.
Oh, yes, there was once a golden chocobo, but misbreeding and whatnot has resulted in its species going extinct.
Oh,
Tragic. People get too greedy. Hey, any chocobo is a wonderful chocobo.
exactly. Just look at how adorable they are. Even that chubby one in the corner.
Yes, they are wonderful little dippy birds. So, how many would you need today?
Uh,
Well, I imagine one for everyone and one for extra water. That seems sensible enough. That one will have to be led along, though.
We don't have any tack or equipment here for traveling into the desert. Our town to the west of Mistplume may have what you need. They are our sister branch, and also deal in Chocobo.
Out of curiosity, question to the DM, out of character, just wanted to confirm a detail. It's just the yellow options that's on the table. They don't have any different types here. It's just yellow.
Just yeah.
Just yellow. Just Monica. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, the black ones are owned by the elite.
To clarify, the player is not as clued up on Final Fantasy lore as the rest of you guys. Oh, cool. I'm just like, anybody who knows me from World of Warcraft and everything knows I am a whore when it comes to really sparkly customizable mounts. So any kind of color variation that's on the table, I will spend hours going over it. So just gold is fine. Just yellow's fine.
To be fair, 14, you could change the colour of your chocobo by feeding them certain things, but
Cerna does like making food.
so, are these chocobos to rent or to purchase?
To rent.
I see.
They are only well, have to go to the island of the Aarakkocras to get more, and we have a strained relations with them, seeing as their island does not have a dock, and it's rather difficult to get large animals off when you can't simply load them onto ships.
While they are talking, how is there a way for Serenity to get close to the chocobos? I'll
Yeah,
tell you what she's doing. Sorry, go ahead.
you can get out into the the main pin area.
Serenity says, I better inspect these. And she walks over to the pen, and what Serenity is trying to do, however you want me to handle this, is she is checking to see if chocobos freak out about robots because she doesn't smell alive. She doesn't have like the vibrational resonance of someone who's alive. She is a robot. So she wants to make sure that they're not going to flip out. So she's doing it now because then she's a stranger. If it does, if they're getting ready to ride and she's been hanging out with them and they haven't gotten a good non-whiff of her.
No, these chocobo are very tame, very happy. They see you approach, and one comes over to you, and well, as a bird does sniff.
Ooh. She kind of like puts her hand out awkwardly, maybe bumps it in the beak.
It kind of pulls back and shakes its head, but it doesn't like freak out.
She walks back and says, I approve. They seem secure.
Wasn't so bad for your first time. You didn't need geisha greens or anything.
It's always a mystery how you pronounce that. Geisha,
They pronounce
Geisha,
what?
Geisha. Geisha.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Geisha greens. They're like a chocobo's favourite food. It's what they eat. It's a plant.
Yep, my winged claw track fiend.
They look a bit like radishes with leaves all over the top of it.
They're actually really delicious. I recommend you give them a try at least once.
I should try and add them to a recipe at some point.
Well, yes, they're
Yeah.
quite tasty.
I hear they have a very strong smell.
Well, you have to saute them correctly, but yeah, they are quite delightful. Why are you all looking at me like that? I'm a bird.
My master said that you could kind of get high off them, so
Is that really a negative?
Well, if you ferment
I'm
them
just
for
saying
a
what he
little
told me.
while.
Oh, Geisha wine.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
weed.
Yeah, he said his friend Red got high on chocobo drugs one time.
Hey,
It's
All the
Devillo.
cosmos.
That Geisha greens is something you could add to the Boldbody mead range.
Oh, I'm already planning it.
That's where his tail was on fire.
Anyway, so we need to acquire some extra resources in order for harnesses and all that. How far away is well, I suppose we're going to be searching the desert for a little while to try and find this missing prince. I'm assuming we're going to need water more than food.
We can pick that up probably closer to the desert. You said that there was a sister branch of your business.
Yes, over in Mist Plume. You should
Yeah.
be able to fully restock there. And
Very
by
nice.
chocobo, it only takes half a day to get to Mist Plume. You'll also be fast enough that any roving bandits or various monsters should be unable to bother you.
Because I sure as
good
hell
to know.
wasn't going to pass up an opportunity to ride on a chocobo again.
Oh, you should ride that big one over there.
Well, kind of need to.
Well, it
They-
just suits you. Look how bold its feathers are. Oh,
It is
he's
quite
he's
chunky
almost
as
as
well.
handsome. Oh, you sure you're not talking about that one in the corner there? The one with the big fat baby face?
It is adorable.
I feel like I could store my items in it.
Oh, you should do that. It gives them awful indigestion.
thing. Let's get this weird feeling in the back of my head that it wants to keep hold of my items in case I can't hold anymore.
Oh no, Biggs and Wedge were really sick when the dwarves thought they could store their mining equipment in them.
I feel like I have fallen into a conversation that I don't know the context of, and I am rather scared.
Oh, Biggs and Wedge were my pets growing up.
I hesitate
They
to
help-
ask what they are, but I do have a morbid curiosity.
Chocobo, I presume.
Yeah, they were chocobos. They helped me like haul some of the detritus from the mining operations and some such.
Fair enough.
I mean, I was smaller then. I couldn't carry everything.
I like their names.
I find it very hard to picture you as being small. But regardless, shall we go see about renting these?
Lead the way.
Dane shall head to what I assume is the office/barn.
Well, does our stock please you?
Yes, we're looking to rent one each and one for a pack, Chocobo. So how many is that? Dane.
There's
Yeah,
no point. There's no point getting that one yet.
We can rent that when we're over at the other stable.
Ah, yes. That would make sense.
What other stable? There's only one Chocobo area. What? What am I missing?
There's two chocobo areas on this island. One is here, one is close to the desert.
Oh,
We'll get the
that's
and we'll
that
get the
makes
pack
sense.
chocobo. We'll get the pack chocobo there.
Very well.
Yes. I
Yeah,
think
these
we would
chocobos don't have the necessary gear for what you guys have in mind.
Yes, and they
We'll be
might-
riding bareback.
Yeah, plus they might need a little bit of rest after we've ridden them through half of the island.
Well, let's just rent our 7 chocobos, and we will need one of rather exceptional stature to deal with our friend here. Just give Vilo a little pat on the side.
Vilo just cheerily waves.
You like being reminded you're strong, don't you, Vilo? Don't you? Don't you? Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
All right, well, that's going to be 7 chocobo at 100 gold each. 50 gold for the pack and saddles.
There you go. We've lost the bareback side. As much as it will probably disappoint you, my dear.
So 750 for the entire set?
Nope,
Basically?
50 gold per tack.
Okay, that's 350 plus 700. That's 1,050, if I'm not mistaken. So far.
Then a 500 gold insurance on the lot. Come to 1,550 gold.
Turns towards cash cow.
Yeah, no worries. I got it.
You sure you don't want me to take this one?
I'm fond of chocobos, so I would like to cover it if that's okay. It's
Okay,
a personal thing.
Very well, sweetheart. Go on.
Right, so how much was that again?
Basically 15 and a half platinum. 1,550 gold.
Okay. Vilo pays that up.
All right. And I'm guessing you probably have some other things to do in town, so I will get the necessary chocobo and gear prepared, and come back when you're ready to leave.
Alrighty, we'll go do that. Sure, you guys want to peruse the shops?
Makes probably sense to check maybe the weapon shop, armory, maybe, I don't know, I think I saw a Fletcher. And given that Cloak looks a little bit peckish right now, maybe we should stop over at the inn and grab a bite to eat before we head out.
Guilty as charged.
Question to the DM. Mechanically speaking, are we going to need a change of clothing to deal with the hot environment?
I would say no.
Okay.
I hope we get the complimentary white sheets.
I suppose we do have to ask for a very important question. Has anybody not ridden a chocobo before?
My dad Chocobo are
I
easy
don't-
to ride. They
I
pretty
don't
much
think I
lead
have.
themselves.
I'm aware of them, but I've never had the pleasure myself. They do seem a lot larger than in the pictures when you see them up close.
Oh,
Little
they're
intimidating.
enormous.
Mm,
They're
yeah,
enormously
no.
cuddly.
Hmm.
They're so tall, I cannot reach the top of their head.
Hmm.
I guess we learn on the job.
Oh, they're very smart. They could basically lead themselves. You just gotta like give them a nudge, and they can take it the rest of the way.
You would be the expert, I suppose, Vilo. Would you call them cantankerous creatures? I mean, do they, if you do not show them proper respect, are they liable to throw you? Or do they take a lot of abuse? I'm not planning on it. I'm just trying to figure out how best to handle them.
Okay, yeah, glad you clarified that, because the mere thought of harming a chocobo is deeply offensive to me.
Mm-hmm.
No, you show them respect, you treat them nice, they'll lead you to where you want to go. You
Mm-hmm.
give them shit, they will fuck you up.
Good to know. Thank
So
you.
you
for
don't
that.
need to show them who's boss, you just need to treat them kindly. You know, the
Mhm.
golden rule, treat others as you would like to be treated.
I think in this instance that's probably a bad idea, but I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
My
You're a
dear.
strange one.
Uspon is furrowing his brow in confusion again. It's a look that you've seen today many times.
Oh, Vilo, we best not forget to throw in a couple of feeding bags for the chocobos.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pay so many greens for these good boys and girls.
Oh, yes.
But that's covered in the gear.
Okay, good to know, thank you. I'm still gonna give them more when we get to our destination though.
Careful not to overfeed them. They can get a little bit ill if they're overfed on treats.
Or they might end up looking like that one in the corner. Da, 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 da.
Yes, but if you overfeed them and then expect them to run, it's not going to work. The poor things will be sick. You wouldn't want that now,
I mean-
would we?
I know that. That's why you feed them after the run.
Exactly.
I mean, I've reared 2 chocobos from birth. Come on, give me some credit.
Well, to be fair, this was more a comment to the group.
Oh, okay, fair enough then.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
I assume once everything's tacked up, we'll be ready to head on, or is there anything anyone wants to do here?
I
No.
think. I'm so sorry, Upson. After you.
No, you first.
No, I have no plans to do anything except find the prince and, help deal with the problem in the temple and, let's be honest, maybe build up a little bit of a relationship with this kingdom. She gives a
What?
sweet smile that's anything but sweet.
I just want you guys to finish your shopping here so I can enjoy riding a chocobo again.
Mm.
I didn't
So,
I wonder
does
if
anyone
I knew
Just,
there were
It's-
shops.
Where do you guys
You
want
don't
to go
know
first?
yet, you haven't checked.
That is true. That I assume the critters will be fighting in the water temple will be water based, so maybe they have something charged with electricity. You never know.
That might be useful.
Here, allow me to help. The first shop I've seen is a Fletcher, or an archery shop rather, so let's check that out.
All right.
Well, I thought the first job we saw was that, but okay.
That's not a shop.
That's the guardhouse.
Yeah.
Syldra.
I mean,
That's-
everything's a shop when you throw enough money around.
Oh yes, by the police.
You walk in, there's another elf behind the counter working with a longbow. Watch him get the string on before setting it down. Ah, hello. Welcome to my shop.
Hey, Kubur.
See anything that interests you?
What's up, Frux?
Can you, am I proficient with crossbows? Oh yeah,
I believe you might be. I will double check.
Yeah, it says here, proficiency hand crossbow. Ooh,
True, but you have a short bow already, don't you?
what's more powerful?
A short bow, I believe.
I'll keep the short bow then.
Well, there's a short bow +1 here.
Oh, there is. Oh shit!
Yep.
Magical weapons.
Alrighty. I'll take one of those. I'll just rename my bow. Oh wait, it's probably
No,
in
you
the-
don't want to just rename it because they're statistically different.
Yeah. So it's. I'll first deduct the gold. 150.
It's a normal short bow +1.
Alrighty.
That should be in a compendium, so you can just drag and drop it.
Alright, I'll just bring it up the calculator so I can deduct the moons. Minus 150 and more to see.
Be a Pokemon master is my destiny.
Oh god.
It's in my head. It's in my fucking head. Anyway, carry on.
30 fucking years.
I know.
You want to be the very best.
Dash is still 10.
You finally won the league, though!
Yeah, the curse has been broken.
Is
Last
this-
week, I did have a discussion with my nephew telling him why Rapidash is the best Pokemon. He disagreed with me. It made me sad.
Aww.
Alright,
Eevee.
of course. We all know Lucario's the best.
My actual personal favourite is Ghastly, but that's a whole 5-hour conversation, so...
Goodra over here.
Actually, sorry, we all know Mewtwo is the best.
That's true.
Don't have a preference in terms of Pokemon. I seem to be picking up a radish quite easily, though.
You might want to get that looked at.
Alright,
me,
and
A radish, not a rash.
Eevee can guarantee she's my type.
I've purchased I've done all the stuff. Anyone else need stuff from the shop?
Nothing.
I
that
don't
you
need
really
anything.
Cerna is going to take a light crossbow +1, and she's going to take, I would say, 50 bolts.
Alright.
So that's going to, be her for a while.
That squared away.
Mhm.
Hands you the bundle of bolts and the crossbow.
Thank you very much. She's going to actually be speaking in Sylvan the whole time. When in Rome.
Well, no, Sylvan.
I am an elf. I am an elvish lady.
Elves speak Elvish.
Okay, well,
It's
she's
like
trying to be
Speak Sylvan.
elvish then. Fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah. Say.
Steph?
Yes. Yes.
Did you write that?
Yes, and I especially looked up the Elvish word for bums as well.
Of course you did.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful when you put in the effort like that.
So, presuming with that, no one has any more business at the archery shop.
I have one final question, and I do apologise. I just noticed the inventory on Roll20 changed a little. Did Cerna buy stuff while I was away?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. That's fine.
I got you the potion of fire breath.
Yeah,
Or
okay.
the 4
that's-
potions
yeah.
of fire breath.
Okay, no, yeah, that's good. That's what she'd do. All right. It's just the two inventories weren't matching. I'm done. That's me.
All right. So, where are you guys heading next?
Well, someone pinged the magic shop, so I'm going to dump our token there.
You are the default party leader, you know that?
Someone has to be.
Oh, that's why you're the party leader. You're freaking back tentacle. Oh my.
Hello.
Hey,
Man,
cool.
could you imagine if we had a wizard in our party? They would be like
That-
salivating at all these spells to add to their book.
These are all scrolls, yes?
Vilo says that,
Yeah.
and Dane is currently looking around the shelves going,
And guess who said that and didn't bother to put fucking prices?
ooh, the DM.
Oh, Cooper, how much gold is 1 platinum? So I can...
10.
10.
10, okay.
Kubur, you know Aloysius is in that room somewhere behind the stack.
Yeah. Yeah.
See what my last prices were. And I will very quickly add prices as soon as this fucking shit loads.
I just picture it like a donut shop, and Aloysius's face is like pressed, and his two little paws are up against the glass, and he's like looking through and like at all the ice cream, except instead of ice cream, it's scrolls, and he's all like tongue out.
Yeah.
As I
Harry,
see it,
It is not a
level-
good idea to click the windows.
sorry.
I have a very quick question for the group as whole, and this is something that I know has been answered before, but Cerna has slept since then. In regards to spell scrolls of a higher level than what I'd usually be able to cast myself, I'm still able to cast them, right?
You buy it, you can use it. It's as simple as that.
Okay, yeah, she is definitely going to grab 2 mass cure wounds and 1 greater restoration. In fact, I'm going to make that 3 mass cure wounds.
Depends on if the store has enough of them.
Okay. There's
Oh.
that. And then
I was going to say, Frux, Syldra finished her sub before. He no longer has it.
Oh.
Well, she did just speak Elvish. So,
Cerna would actually, I would actually say just while this is going on, Cerna does turn to Syldra and in Elvish say, "Oh, basically, yes. Why do you think I spend all my time picking up new spices?"
ah.
I had the two of you talking about cooking. Responded in Elvish.
I wish I knew what half of these spells did. I assume in Chained Lightning, well, jumps from enemy to enemy.
Oh, Chain Lightning would be very good, actually. Yes, I think Chain Lightning might be something we definitely
There.
want to pick up.
there.
How many
Prices.
Chain Lightnings do you have?
Well, let DM work. I have 3 in stock currently.
I'll take them.
All right, that will be 6,000 gold then.
Thank you very much. So I'll just name an item called Scroll of Chain Lightning and just
Yeah, you can do that.
Scroll of Chain Light.
May I ask, how many of the mass cure wounds do you have?
Right.
Oh, that's a good one.
Vilo just turns to Syldra and says, "Knee" in Dwarvish.
I have 5 of those in stock.
Okay, so apologies because math is not my strong suit. 5 times 1,200.
6,000.
6,000. She takes all of them. So that's bye-bye to 6,000 gold from Cerna.
My dear, how many polymorph spells scrolls do you have?
Polymorph. Let's see. I have 2 in stock currently.
I shall take both of them if that's alright.
Alright, then it is going to be 2,000 gold, if you please.
There you go.
And how many mask your wounds, if you have any of those left?
We've Cerna bought them all.
Yeah, no, Cerna just bought them all. She's got 5.
Wait! Okay, how many greater cure wounds then? Damn it, I thought I closed the frickin' shopping list.
You mean greater
You mean
restoration?
greater
Restoration.
restoration.
Yeah, greater restoration.
I have 5 of those as well.
I'll take them.
And I would be interested in the cone of colds. How many of those do you have in stock?
Sorry, how much do they cost? I accidentally closed
Greater restoration, each 1,600, 200, sorry. So if you're taking all 5 of them, 6,000 gold.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but how many cone of colds do you have? If you
I have 7 of those in stock.
I'll take 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm taking 3 cone of cold. And he hands over the 4,500.
And how many blight spells do you have?
Light spells. Okay. The right die. I have 6 of those in stock.
I shall take 3 of them.
Alright.
Oops. Okay, let's see.
Oh, and I would be interested if I could in 1 control water scroll.
Very well.
Yeah, I was wondering if anyone else is going to think of that.
I'm already putting myself down for 2 of those. Dane is currently compiling a list of what he is buying, and he's just gonna calculate it and send it en masse to Icey.
Dane, you're now doing what I was doing a few temples ago,
Pretty much.
where I was like, okay, what do we need? What makes the most sense? What can we afford in terms of potions and stuff?
Okay, let's do some math for Dane. I'm getting my calculator.
I was actually breaking out Excel, believe it or not.
Alright. So, anything else I can help you with?
How many scrolls of control water are left, if any?
Well, control water. There's my 10.
Who was it who bought
Nice.
the chain lightning scrolls? Was that Cloak?
That's Cerna.
Yeah, I was gonna offer you if you wanted one of them.
No, that's fine. If you've already bought them, that's grand. You held on to them. I just wanted to see if you got all of them, or did you lose any? Okay, so that's pretty much what Dane's buying. A very happy little burb.
Oh,
And
wow.
there were 4 control waters in stock. There are 3 left.
Cool, I'll buy all 3.
Very well. And he hands them to you.
Thank you. I'm just extracting that from my inventory right now. Okay.
Gold, if you please.
Yeah, Vilo, pays it out in gold. Don't worry.
Alright. Anything else?
No, I believe I'm good. I mostly want these for practical purposes. And I'm judging by the awkward silence, everyone else is done too.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'm
doing the math.
I'm pretty much tapped out.
Dane still has about 15,000 platinum.
Why don't you just buy the store?
Right,
I
I'm
honestly,
very tempted. Speaking
I
of
think
actually,
we almost did.
how many freezing sphere and heal spells are there?
Cerna already has bought all the mass cure wounds. I have got 5 of those.
There's a spell literally called Heal.
Oh, I didn't even see that, derp.
It is a level 6 spell, and
That heals a flat
Let's
70.
Which
Holy
is really
crap.
useful.
It's why it's a
Freeze-
6th level spell. Actually, a flat
Freezing
70, I think.
Freezing Sphere is... There are 3 in stock, and Heal... Also 3 in stock.
Kakor, the player has a question for the DM, Kakor.
Yes.
How much to res somebody if they flatline?
1k.
Oh shit, that's... Yeah, I got almost 3 times that. Okay.
I believe. DM me correct.
The resurrection at the temple is 2,000 gold.
Ah, okay. So
Okay,
I got a mulligan for one of us.
Yeah, don't worry about re-reses. We got you covered, don't we, Cloak?
Oh, yes, we most certainly do.
Yeah, like between everyone, I think we've got over 100,000 gold pieces. I think we're good.
Dane's gonna get 2 frozen spheres and 2 heals.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think I got 30,000.
When we get out of the shop, Cerna is going to distribute the mass cure wounds around the group. So, because the idea of having one person do all the healing is probably a very bad idea.
Yes, it's stupid.
Mm.
That's why Dane's holding on to the heal, because Dane tends to be far away from the action.
So Enemy is going to head out at this point to watch outside with their arms crossed, looking around, looking like trying to affect a performance of security.
9,400. So if
Dum,
that's...
dum, 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 dum,
She just looks like a
dum.
weirdo, I guess.
You're on the Jurnis, you're on the computer. You have a built-in calculator. Use it.
I am.
Serenity, we always feel safe
I
around
have
you.
dyspraxia. Numbers don't work in my head.
Yeah.
Well, then use the calculator.
I am using the calculator, but I have
Okay,
to...
sorry.
Right,
Sorry, then. Sorry.
The way dyspraxia works is I have to actually focus on putting the numbers down, because if I get distracted in the slightest way, the numbers get reversed.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
do I have-
terrible for you then.
I
Do I
could
have
say
dyspraxia?
I could say out loud that I am writing down 574, and I will write down 475,
Jeremy,
and it will not
as-
register in my head that that is wrong.
Yeah,
that's-
it's an absolute tit span of a condition.
Yes.
Dennis, I think I may have that, and it's undiagnosed because that sounds exactly what happens with me with numbers and
Yeah,
that.
I don't. For me, it's not numbers so much. It's more that my brain will stop working when it comes to a command.
Mm.
Also, balance. Auto functions are a bit knackered, so.
It's like the thing too, if I get stressed or if I try to write things quickly, my brain just negates the word. I will end up writing a sentence that is literally just the first letter of each word.
Oh god,
And
that is.
I don't register that that's wrong until I read it back. In my head,
In my
I have
case-
written the full word, but I've just written the first letter.
Whereas with me, it's stuttering. I get
Yeah.
stressed.
This only happens when I handwrite. When I type on the PC, it works perfectly. I've never encountered that when I type on a PC. But anyway, aside from my derpiness. This is also why it takes me a while to do math when I'm doing combat and D&D, so I hope you can excuse me with that.
This is why I love using automatic tools like Foundry.
Yeah.
And Jurnis, I will say also that there's absolutely never anything to excuse, and everybody here is welcome to take as much time as they need for anything, says the lady who has trouble reading even basic words.
Yes.
Myself.
The fact that it's like the fact that all the math stuff is so hard for you, it just makes us appreciate it even more.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what,
Hey, put
Jurnis,
in the
you're
effort.
kick-ass. You are kick-ass, Jurnis. You're awesome.
Aw, thank you, sweethearts.
I am throwing big numbers at you, so I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Okay.
I can do it. It just means I have to actually focus on it.
So we'll let her focus.
And I've done
And-
the math. The math is complete.
All right. So, is there any place else you guys would like to go? You have plenty of money.
We do.
Cerna.
Weapons and armor?
Good lord, just check out the potion shop next.
Go on then. We'll get around to them all eventually, so it doesn't matter what order.
Yeah, plus Coke wants food. So...
Yeah, meanwhile, Serenity's like airship.
And Vito's just like, chocobo.
Oh my god, Vilo, look! A potion of speed! Something I really need!
You need.
Yeah, okay, I'll get one for you.
What, really? I mean, okay.
Oh, you're my wife.
Aww.
Don't
And you're
think
my
that
hand-
is- Well, carry on, Cloak.
and you're my handsome husband.
Gone right. So first things first, Vito's going to put down 5,000 gold for a potion of speed for Cloak.
Okay. I see those stealth instead of hand rolls.
Yep. Cloak, you suddenly have a sandwich in your hand.
The heck? Oh, this is awesome!
Free sky sandwiches.
Cloak like opens up the sandwich to see what the filling is.
I would say
Why
it's a
do I smell
BNT.
crystal greens?
Oh yes.
More Elvish, so yes, BLT, but without the B.
How many potions of superior healing are there?
Let's see. A rare spell. 2.
2. Vito will buy both of those then.
Alright, 4,000 gold to the shopkeep.
Are we impressing the store owners here? Or...
Dane has
Hey.
food.
Seems a little bit like it.
I hope you added that potion of speed to your inventory, Frux.
Oh yes, sorry, just 2 secs. Is it actually in the compendium, or should I just write potion of speed?
It might be in the compendium.
You know, that have the stuff I don't check.
Potion of... Oh, it is! And do you look at that?
There it is. Awesome.
How about it?
Potion of speed. Let's see. What does it do?
I'm looking it up for you.
Alright, I'm just gonna click it and see what it does.
It makes you feel like the raid is going really well.
It's basically the haste spell for 1 minute.
Curious,
No
do they have any more of those, or is it the one?
Let me roll again. They have 2 more.
I'll buy one for Vilo. Because
Hey, Vilo, I just,
hitting
had
more is good.
I just had a fantastic
Whoops.
idea, Vilo.
Yeah.
Boldbody's alcoholic potions.
I mean, let's be real here. Most potions are alcoholic in nature anyway.
Yeah.
A incredibly alcoholic potion of giant strength. Think of the chaos!
I think you'll be sued.
Yes.
We could afford it.
We'll workshop that, sweetie. Alright, so that's all I need.
An alcoholic potion of float, so if you fall over, you don't hurt yourself.
Just because you don't hit the ground doesn't mean you can't hit the wall. Or worse, the ceiling now.
Sweetie, I'm gonna be honest with you. As much as I appreciate the suggestions for our future livelihood, all I can think about right now is chocobos.
I don't blame you. Those are really adorable creatures.
Hope you enjoyed your sandwich.
I'm already eating it. I just think you eating this.
Sandwich
Any other potions or things you'd like to get?
Is there like a weapon store anywhere? Oh,
Yes,
there.
there is. Whoop!
Ding!
The little ripple. Oh, ooh. These are good things, yes? The elven stuff.
They seem to be very unique.
Is dragon scale mail heavy armor?
Yeah,
light armor?
it would be heavy mail.
I was
It's-
hoping like. Dang.
It's scale mail +1.
Scale mail is medium.
So imagine that all the elven stuff is just that stuff, but +1.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Except for the dagger, it's +2.
How
the
many
shield-
daggers?
What is superior? Like, I got proficiency in both rapiers and daggers. What would be superior?
Rapier does
combat.
more damage. A rapier
Yeah.
does 1d8,
Mhm.
dagger does 1d4.
Okay.
See just how many daggers this female elf has in stock.
The perk with daggers is that you can throw them.
How many do you have in stock?
He has 6 in stock.
I'll take them.
Cerna may beg to borrow one.
Alright, he buys them and tosses you one.
Oh, thank you very much.
Alright, so that is 300 gold.
Minus 300 gold. Also want 2 elven rapiers.
2 open reviews. Alright, 400 gold.
Alrighty. What I'm gonna do is just take from the compendium rapier +1 and just rename them to elven rapiers.
Yep.
That sounds like a...
That's pretty
Simple
much
lady.
what I did with Seph's weapon.
Question for the group. Scale mail isn't medium. That counts as heavy. Is that correct?
No, I double checked. It is medium. Seth is
Oh.
correct. I'm thinking of
Oh.
chain shirts and stuff.
Now the thing is, but scale mail, would that be a disadvantage on? Scale mail is a disadvantage on stealth. Is
Yep.
that correct?
Correct.
Okay. In that case, Cerna is going to buy the studded leather armor, and she's going to get the dragon scale shield.
Alright.
Is there more than one of those?
The shields?
Yeah.
Yeah, she has another.
Okay, good, because I want that.
So a elven studded leather is studded leather +1, and the dragon scale shield is a +2 shield.
+2 shield.
Yay!
Okay.
Wrap yourself in shields and you'll become virtually untouchable.
I'm already virtually untouchable. No, more so with my swanky new shield.
My memory is a bit atrocious. Was the elven dagger +1 or +2?
Elven dagger is +2.
Oh shoot! Okay, yeah. Let me delete this rubbish, crappy +1 dagger then.
What is this low-level trash? The breastplate of August. I'm level 120.
Oh man. Okay. And
Where the fuck is my old shield? There we go.
Oh, I've been putting the quantities in the wrong area. Fuck. There we go. Fixing it up.
oh my, holy shit! So this is the first time ever for me, but my armor class is at 20.
Welcome to the club.
Cerna
Wow.
is she's a chunky gal.
I'm going
That's
to
squishy
enjoy.
saucer.
I would like to enjoy some elven-studded armor, if you don't mind.
All right. And don't forget to update your roll 20.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm doing the one on D&D Beyond first, and then I'm copy and pasting stuff over.
The Evans. All right. That's 120 gold.
All right.
Also, you could get some. I believe you could get some elven armor. Jurnis.
No, I don't think I can wear any armor.
Sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
I
Source-
can't either.
Can't wear leather.
No, they can't wear anything.
I can't wear anything.
Yeah, they're clothes.
I can only wear clothes.
Same
That's
with me.
kind
I
of the
can't-
trade-off when you're born with fantastic magical power.
Hang on.
No,
Again,
seriously,
I-
because the idea of
I-
sorcerers is that they're just born this way. So they're not trained, they just have magical
just-
power.
Just gonna find out that Syldra can't equip any armor either.
Monk.
Mm-hmm.
The heck
Well,
what the heck is glamour-studded leather?
Oh, that's I believe it gives you advantage on persuasion and stuff.
I think it's something you can use to basically change the
Oh, yeah,
appearance
yeah.
of it. You can make it look like a fancy shirt instead of an actual piece of leather armor.
Yeah, just double
Oh.
check. Jurnis is correct.
That
It's
is
just
okay.
still armor, but if you need to blend in somewhere,
It
That
was
is
an
a
item I
rogue's
was
dream.
considering getting for Jurnis, and then I realized it's a kind of like a low magic setting in Vorsal.
I mean, that's not to say it doesn't exist.
It would just
Sir
drop
Icarus would know how
unnecessary
to get
pages.
I could have sworn that I've had magic users who've had leather armor.
well, what
It
class?
depends on it depends on the class because Ardif
Yeah.
can equip leather armor.
Warlocks can,
later,
but
yeah.
wizards and sorcerers cannot.
Yeah. Unless you
Depends
play
if you
six.
multitask as well.
All right.
Yeah, sadly, I'm not high enough level where my armor class is boosted by sorcerer abilities. So I have shield. I also have a Vilo to hide behind.
Perhaps I
Trust in
should.
the Vilo.
Perhaps I should implement a magic cloak in the future.
Vilo is big enough to cover all of us.
It's also
That's
a reason
very
why
true.
I stay far away from everything because my AC is 12.
Just gonna say ring of protection.
Yep.
Ooh.
Why do you think
Alright.
I gave Miss Swiftwings the cloak of protection?
Dane, would you
And
be
she,
managing?
and she very much appreciates it.
Dame
Yeah.
wandered off to find a snack because you all made them hungry.
I would say that Cerna would have followed Dane as soon as that had happened.
So, DM, how many
Yes.
wind javelins are there?
Okay. There are. How many? 4 in stock.
I buy all 4. They are 30 gold each.
That is
120
a
gold pieces.
+1 javelin.
Thank you. Any elemental nonsense going on, or is it just a +1 javelin?
Just a +1 javelin.
Works for me.
Imagine
Yeah, I
that
can't-
easy. Imagine that easy to throw with a name like that.
Yeah, I realised that Vilo hasn't like replenished his stock of plain old javelins, so I figured, well, I'm here, let's get the fancy javelins. And that's me done.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
I think we're ready to kick ass. Is Dane with us or is she outside?
They, along with Cerna, are out getting a sandwich.
She's come by. Dane is just outside with a kebab. She's like, I found a guy with a cot.
Dane, I have a scroll of stone skin if you're interested.
Oh?
Yes, you're looking a bit squishy. If you, no offense, I just kind of concerned.
None taken. I am quite fragile.
So, it's all yours if you would like to take it.
Well, thank you. I'll put it to good use when my life is in danger. Normally, I just hide behind your husband, but this will be a good help.
That's also a good thing, but there's no such thing as too much protection. Okay, she just hands you over the scroll of stone skin.
Excellent. I shall add it to my loot.
That raises her AC to 16, doesn't it?
No, you're thinking of bark skin.
Yeah,
Stone skin gives
me
resistance.
to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and non-magical damage.
Oh, awesome.
It's still helpful.
I have so many spell scrolls. Dane has a
We
fucking
should
library.
rub.
Alright, so I
Well,
presume
wizard-
everyone's good now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep, wizards are smart.
Yep.
So, that's that. And you guys could go get a meal or head out on your way.
Well, it seemed like a lot of people who were saying, "Oh, I'm hungry," have had something to eat in the interim. So,
Yeah, I think we could just go. Unless anybody else.
Serenity
thinks
has an opinion on that.
Oh, go for it.
No, I mean the joke is she doesn't. One, she doesn't eat, and two, she really wants to get to the airship.
I think Vilo would like to ride a chocobo.
yeah, Vino's already headed off towards the chocobo pen or whatever.
You run into
The
Serenity,
stables.
who's already waiting.
Oh, finally! It seems like we take forever shopping, don't it?
It's all right. I don't really need anything. I'm Vilo. I won't lie. I'm eager to be on our way, but I don't
You
want to
and
hurry
me
anyone.
both.
Are you worried at all about what you might discover?
I don't know that I worry, so I can't say, but I'm processing a lot of possibilities.
Well, leave the worrying till you discover something worth worrying about.
That's generally what I do.
Don't worry, be happy.
All my processes only go halfway, and they're variables at the end of every single one of them, and it's a bit of a mess. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do next.
Well, I'll tell you what we're supposed to do next. We are getting you onto a chocobo, and you're going to have the ride of your life.
Look at you, Vilo. You're practically vibrating with excitement.
I think I'll enjoy it. I was
There's
checking
nothing
earlier
like
to see
it.
if they reacted strangely to me, but they didn't seem to, so I think I'm ready.
And
Chocobos judge you by your actions, not by what you are. It also
And
helps
as
if you give them greens.
Which is why the first thing I'm gonna do is she walks up to her chocobo and just hands her one of the greens from the supplies.
Can I have one of those?
And they're all ready to go, all saddled and tacked up.
Yep.
So,
So,
how do I make this thing move where I need it to?
onto the map here, and screw this crystal. Let's get something more appropriate. If I can get on the right fucking
Chocobo?
page. Yes.
You give the chocobo a gentle, knock on its underside. Very gentle.
Controlled by players. Save. And screw this town music.
Here it comes.
Which
Did
version?
I?
We could ride this chocobo.
I love that song, unironically.
I have no idea what that is, but
The-
please link it in the chat for later.
I already did.
Oh, thank you.
You did?
Yeah, of course I did.
Music. It's about Choco music for the Unholy Trinity.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now, which I'm gonna flip a coin. Hopefully, I get the outcome I like. I need a quarter. Somebody give me a quarter.
Just roll it. Just roll a d4 and divide by 2. Or odd or even.
Odds and evens, yeah.
Roll a d2
Ah.
if they exist.
All right.
They do. Coins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it. Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite dice is the D1. The DM says so.
It lands on its edge.
There you go.
Plane.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got yourself a quarter there.
Why is that not playing?
It's playing. We
playing.
can hear it.
That's playing, y'all. Yes.
Playing on my end.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yep.
reload my
Go in
page
here.
because I want to listen to it too. Goddammit! Oh,
I know that song.
Ba-da-da, boom, ba-da-da-da-da.
okay. I guess because I loaded up Curse of Strahd real fast to see my character.
What?
Yeah, sorry, I don't know how to steer this thing.
And affection, boy, oh, that's the key. Remember to me, and man, the meat is tasty.
All right, and you guys are on your way to Mistplume.
Writing these just makes me want to sing. Or hum a tune at very least.
Dum da 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 dum dum.
You're reading my mind.
You know what? That one's rather short. I want screw the quarter. I want this.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Oh my gracious.
Ride like the wind, Boko.
You know what? Hell yes. Cerna is going to see if she can race the party.
Oh, yeah.
What
we
can
roll?
I roll for this?
Oh, handling would probably be appropriate.
Perfect
Roll.
idea.
Let's say roll me animal handling.
Okay.
Don't know why.
Yeah, everybody seems to be getting ahead of you.
Oh shit! Come on! Come on! Come on!
Except for Syldra.
Nisma, come on! You can do it.
And Dane.
Mm.
The burb is not listening to the burb.
Mm.
I'm sorry I ate some of your grizzle green. Come on, let's go.
Meanwhile,
there you go. Scritch, scritch.
Would you prefer Ignis? Is that a better name? Come on, Ignis, come on.
Clan Sanders!
Come on, Dave. You're doing fine. Don't know why they're shouting so much back there.
Come on, you're
and,
driving. My husband is getting away. Speed up, speed up.
No joke, that actually was the day with my first chocobo of Fantasy Fold.
I love it.
Sanders.
It seems that Is it just me, or did our did we lose D in D&D?
No, she's. D, can you hear us? No, she might be.
Yes, I'm fully here. I was having a problem with my headset, but
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go
no,
ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't see you in roll 20 right now.
I should be there.
I had
Oh
a
no,
mild
it's closed.
timeout issue, but it took me a second to get back in, so it could
Yeah.
be that's happening.
While
now.
that's happening, I will just say that Serenity is being very conservative with her chocobo, and she is scanning the environment looking for anything that might be a threat. She is on highest alert. She is on triple red alert.
Man, if Vilo wasn't so far ahead, he'd tell you like nothing's gonna fuck with a chocobo.
Well, she's trying to be as far ahead as a conservative pace would keep. So she isn't trying to race anybody, but she's like trying to be ahead so she can scan.
Well, how can you keep ahead while we're racing?
No, that's what I'm saying. Anybody who's racing is ahead of her. She's as
Trying to keep up.
to keep to the head of anyone who's being conservative like her. That's what I was trying to say.
I don't think anyone is. You're
Yeah.
trailing at the back.
She's trailing at the back then. She is not taking any chances. But if you guys race, she can't stop you.
She's probably at the same distance as Dane. Making sure that Dane's not all alone.
Yeah. Probably
Why is
keeping
it
pace with
spinning in
Dane.
circles?
Less pressure on one side.
I'm not even pulling the reins. This thing has its mind of its own.
With your legs.
I have ridden chocobos before. This thing's eyes go in two different directions.
Dane, stay by me. Let's see if we can pattern them up together.
Chocobos should have prey eyes, not predator eyes.
There we are. Got it. There you are. Come on.
Question for the DM. Do we want one more animal handling roll, or should we call that there?
If you want to let
Sure,
Vilo
one
win.
more.
Yeah. Come on, girl. Come on, Ignis. You can do it.
No.
I'm just going to envision that Dane got the derpy one.
I have no idea what your problem is. And Uspon takes over from Vilo. Vilo's fallen back. Uspon's passing by Cloak-and-Dagger as well. Currently, he's in the lead as I see it.
That's cheating! Your moustache is aerodynamic!
No. He's just making a mistake of wearing his chocobo too fast.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay, Boko. We'll save our strength for the last stretch.
My chocobo is not having any of this bullshit. I love how Cerna. Oh my gosh! Oh right, for a moment, Vilo had 0 numbers on the screen. That was a bit weird, but yeah, I love how Cerna always tries to put forward these little games and these little, gambling opportunities and loses consistently.
Yeah, that's how it works for gamblers.
I'm sorry, Slowboat. What did you say?
Listen,
To Vilo, not to Cerna.
Oh, have you ridden chocobos before?
And no, but this one is really friendly towards me.
You're a natural. Oh dear. Cloak, are you okay?
I fell off my chocobo!
Uspon actually breaks and tries to help up Cloak-and-Dagger.
Now the question is, did Cloak get their foot caught in the stirrup, or did they just go...
Oh,
It's doing it.
yes. That totally happened. She's just been dragged around.
Vilo's gonna chase after Cloak's chocobo and just kind of lean over and calm it down. It's like, there.
I think I may have kicked a bit too hard. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it'll be fine. Yeah, you'll be fine, won't you? Here, have some greens. It's all better. You're fine. Everyone's fine. Yeah. You're a good one, ain't you? One of the best. We all know it. Yeah, don't worry, Cloak. Your chocobo's fine.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Should I roll Constitution to see if I got hurt?
To see if you got what?
Hmm?
To see if you got what?
Let's see if I got hurt.
No.
Okay.
Man,
Maybe
if the
wasn't.
chocobo kicked you, then you'd be hurt. Maybe even dead. But that didn't happen.
I just got a little bit humiliated, is all.
Oh, don't worry about it. I reckon we're done with the race for now. These guys have got to conserve their energy after all.
Oh,
So, it was fun, though.
I'm gonna bring my chocobo to a steady trot.
And a girl, that
Yeah.
would be best.
We should probably wait for those that decided not to push the chocobo a little bit too far.
By a river, should we give them something to drink while we wait?
Probably.
I'd say by now we're probably at this river.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
You slowpokes doing alright back there?
No comment.
Believe we have reached
Ugh.
an understanding.
Someone.
Well,
Oh, please don't tell me you guys sashed your chocobos.
Focus is just stroking hers soothingly.
Yeah, see, you get it, Cloak.
I just read what you put into the chat there.
well.
Yeah, Serenity is just still staying on alert. She is keeping an eye open. She is looking around. She's got our Robo Gal has a lot on her mind.
So with that, I presume the rest of the journey carries on without incident.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys carry on and see other various chocobo running back and forth. Some hauling carts, others carrying passengers. Or riders, I should say.
So, Cloak,
yes.
you're Vilo's wife, so I'd say I can give you a bone here. Haha, no joke intended this time.
Yeah.
Roll an insight check if you like.
Don't they have advantage because they're married?
I don't think it'd be necessary.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
I know you, Vilo. Get to your... What are you trying to say?
Oh, that's not it.
Oh.
Cloak. You've seen Vilo's more vulnerable side. He is open to you up about feelings and emotions. Entirely pleasant. And you would notice that as much as he's having the time of his life, riding a chocobo again, every now and then you can't help but notice that his smile goes from jubilant to kind of bittersweet, almost as if he's reminiscing about times that have passed.
Vilo, are you okay?
Huh?
You look like you're having a great time, but something's clearly on your mind.
Oh, yeah, just thinking about Biggs and Wedge. I miss them.
Oh, they were very special to you, weren't they?
Yeah, they were like my friends growing up. You know, the dwarves is pleasant enough, but you know, these dwarves, they can be very abrasive and not the best company for a growing lad, especially one feeling kind of displaced and on their own.
They provided the soft touch, eh?
Yeah. They, You remember I said I don't like slimes?
Don't tell me. You lost them to slimes?
Yeah, they got eaten by a gelatinous cube.
Oh no. Vilo.
Saw the whole thing. I couldn't do anything about it. And that was the first time I flew into a blind rage.
So sorry. Cloak's just going to like put our arms around Vilo and just hug as tightly as possible.
Question. Oh, can we? Do we all hear this, or is this just a quiet conversation between husband and wife?
I'd say you could all probably hear it.
Yeah, I'd say that Cerna's actually going to get up on the other side and put her arm on his shoulder or his bicep, whatever she can reach. Very sorry. That sounds horrific. I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
Yeah, they saved my life. They kind of yanked me out and then tried fighting it off themselves. I was much smaller then and younger, and I didn't know how to fight like I do now. At the time, I was so scared I couldn't move, but then I got so angry that I couldn't not move, you know? I tore that bloody thing apart.
I'm glad to hear it. At least you were able to avenge them.
With the world of one less gelatinous cube, I suppose.
Yes.
Rest assured, if I ever get the opportunity, I won't suffer a single one of them to live.
Thanks, I really appreciate that. These were good birds, and Vilo just kind of leans into Boko and gives him a scritch. They're truly beautiful creatures. You can't imagine life without them.
When they behave.
They behave if you
Wow.
behave.
That's
Vilo.
special.
My brother used to have one. It was a very spirited thing. Once kicked him clear across the stable. I thought it was hilarious.
Well, Vilo, would you mind if I borrow your wife for a second?
Sure.
Look, I just want to discuss something in private with her, if you don't mind.
Sure, Uspon. What's wrong?
I mean, it hurts me in my heart to see him dour, just like that.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah.
Yesterday was. I've never seen him more happier, but now. Well, he's still having a good time by the looks of things, but. A wound like that would never heal.
Yes. I mean, I only lost a cat to a local band of gnomes.
You lost.
And a lot of friends to various reasons. Some of them more stupid than I would like to acknowledge, but maybe we should get together and get Vilo a new friend. After all this is over.
We already have plans on a farm in our future. I'm going to guarantee I get him the best chocobos out there.
Count me in on that plan then. Vilo, thank you. Here's your wife back, safe and sound.
Hey Vilo,
Yeah?
our farm will have chocobos.
Oh, yeah. I'd really like that. I'd like that a lot.
Could always get a ranch and raise them.
And you get to tend to them. You get to name them and feed them, give them little scritches above their beak and under, and all the good places.
Oh, Vilo at this point, he looks like the way people look like when they're trying not to cry. He's kind of like arches back up and there's like a visible lump in his throat. And he's all kind of tensed up. Oh, guys.
I
And
think we
Cloak
touched the
just
fun
throws
spot.
it. And Cloak just throws herself against his belly and hugs it.
Oh, I love you so much.
I love you too.
And everybody move the little chocobo here.
Yep.
All right. So the chocobo stables are north of town here. Miss Plume is a fairly small town, mostly farm and residential, but a small potion shop and a small tailor's and the inn.
What time of day is it?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
I would say by the time you got all your shopping done, it was mid-afternoon, and by the time you get to Miss Plume, it's early evening.
I don't know if going into the desert at night is a good thing.
It would be rather cold.
I mean, the only advantage compared to the heat of the day.
Will we have to rent these chocobos all over again, or like
We
It's
will
our-
have to. We will have to rent. We will have to swap them out for new, fresh ones, probably even.
Oh, I don't know. We'll see how Boca feels in the morning. Ain't that right, buddy? Scritch, scritch. Yeah, you'll have earned this. You'll have earned your rest tonight and all those greens. Yeah. Gonna make sure you get an extra helping.
I mean, we
Yes.
can always discuss this with the
I want the
proprietor.
tailors all- I want
As
the tailors
you-
to have.
Sorry, I was a bit too rough on you there, princess.
As you get to the stable, you're welcomed by an elven gentleman who comes out and greets you all. And hello, coming from the port, I see.
That we are, sir.
Needing to stable your chocobos for the night.
Aye, that we are. And we also require gear for an expedition into the desert tomorrow.
Oh, the desert. Sounds like you're trying to get to that archaeological dig that's going on up there.
Archaeological dig, you say?
Yeah, they're trying to find some ancient ship. That big old pit desert out there.
Shit.
They've set up camp by the oasis.
In the middle
Ship.
of it. Vilo, you don't think that's the airship we heard so
Yes.
much about?
Oh, yeah. They're talking about the airship.
Well, makes sense if it's in the middle of the desert. If it was a normal ship, that would have been rather confusing.
Yes.
Yes. They've been very generous donors. Had a good supply of our chocobos rented out there for several years now. But they always come in every few months to get supplies.
Well, that'll explain why the prince isn't assumed dead, since he probably occasionally checks in.
Does he?
Oh
yeah.
yes, it doesn't get around much, and he's actually kind of sworn us all to secrecy. He doesn't want anybody knowing what he's doing for a bit. But yes, he's still alive out there, trying to reclaim his throne.
Well, see, since it's meant to be a secret, it'll be all hush-hush about it from now on.
Yes, anything we can do to help him, it would be our pleasure.
Yes, but for now, it'll be 10 gold to what's the word I'm looking for?
Rent?
Itch!
No,
Stable?
God, fuck your brain.
House?
Yeah, I'll just
That'll
say
do.
house. House your chocobo for the night.
Mhm.
And as long as
It is
gear,
stable, but you know. and stable them here.
As long as for what gear you need, just give me a list and I can have it prepared for you by morning.
Okay, so we will need an additional chocobo probably for carrying supplies as well.
Quick question. You don't know if the tailors here has stuff like rings of protection?
No, no one here does anything magical.
No, I'm afraid this is a simple town.
Yes, we're
Hmm.
not much but
But-
farmers and of that.
Hey, it's got what matters most. Vilo just gestures to the chocobos.
Hell yeah. Chocobos are the best.
They fucking are.
For now, I suggest you spend the night in our inn, rest up, and get headed out early tomorrow.
All right, that's fine. Vilo will pay the 10 gold.
Hmm.
Also, would there be extra to make sure, like, our chocobos get extra feed? They sure earned it. Especially this one. Vilo just pats Boko's side affectionately.
Oh no. Oh no, nothing extra. We take very good care of our lovely birds.
Glad to hear it. See you in the morning, big guy. Vilo just affectionately presses his head to Boko's.
You take good care of them. They look so happy.
Both Vilo and his player are getting very attached to this bird, guys.
Aww.
And nothing bad will happen to them.
Yeah.
I'm certainly not having Revenge of the Sith feels.
Oh.
I swear, if any of you touch Vilo's chocobo, he will backstab you. Cloak will backstab you.
I would say that you guys settle in for the night and get yourself a good meal, which I'll just put this up.
Hmm.
Sushi.
Yes, that sounds interesting. I presume that ale is an elven pale ale.
I'll have
EPA?
the
Yes, it is.
sushi, and I'll have the Dragon Punch whiskey.
Shot or a glass?
Glass.
All right.
I'll take the sushi and a frothy pint of your ale.
All right.
And I'll have the sushi and Dragon Punch whiskey as well. That stuff sounds powerful as fuck.
Shot or glass?
Whole glass, please. Could you maybe get it in a tankard?
I suppose that'd be a gold. I'd probably say a gold each.
Okay.
A gold each. All right.
And we
Alright.
need bed and board for tomorrow's breakfast.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just because I'm in a very chocobo mood right now, but I'm feeling the spring salad and the blackberry wine. Much?
Get that.
Vilo hands over the 40 silver pieces.
All right. All right. We'll get that out to you very quickly. And she heads back. Say in about 15 minutes, all of your food and drink come out. She sets it all in front of you. All right. There you are. And I'll be guessing you're needing a room for the night. Is that correct?
Yes,
That we do.
probably not all of us at the same at the same room, but
Though it looks like Serenity would like to sleep outside. That's just her thing.
No, you mean Syldra.
Sorry, that.
Serenity is not there.
Hmm.
Serenity has gone outside. Yes, she's not in the group.
Then why are you at the table?
I
Because the
don't
DM's
know.
catching up.
Yeah. She didn't go in. She just kind of like walked in place, like Bugs Bunny, then walked sideways the other direction. And some people apparently noticed, but that's what she did.
Yeah, Frux, over 21 you would have noticed.
It's
The general rule, yeah, that's a general rule.
Yep. Yep.
Did anyone notice Serenity just left?
No, but I'm not surprised. She's got a lot on her mind right now. And she's
Exactly.
anxious.
Not really, no.
Perhaps I should go check up on her.
I don't really know if it will help much. The only thing that will help her is if we, find what she's looking for. But if you want to let her know that we are all aware of her desires and that we really will get to it as soon as possible, I think she'd appreciate that.
I'll go
need
see.
sleep.
I'll go see her. If you prefer to be left alone, I will respect that.
All right.
You did that.
Well, I mean, you need sleep. I just meditate.
So you sleep.
Is Serenity literally just there, or is she like
She is
further away?
literally like off in the corner near the bushes, just staring off into space.
Serenity, is everything okay?
Oh, hello, Cloak.
I can imagine a lot is on your mind right now.
Yes, there's too much happening around people right now. Like I told you, my probabilities are all ending in variables, and the more input I get, the worse it gets. And I just want to protect the group. My orders to protect the group are very strong right now, and I think just staying out tonight and wandering around is a good idea.
If that's what you want to do, if you feel it would help, I recommend it. Enjoy the night air.
Yes, I'm
look
fine.
But most importantly, look after yourself.
Oh, I'm completely fine. This is no different than any other day. And strictly speaking, and she says, "Please, you and Vilo enjoy your time after having just been married. Congratulations to both of you again."
Oh, thank you. But
I'm well.
all of us are concerned, and we all got your back if you need any assistance.
I know. You are assisting me by taking me to this place. I wouldn't have found it if not for you. I'm all right though. Don't worry. I'm just going to try to access memories.
Well, you stay strong. You're certainly one of the strongest in the group. Not
Thank
just
you.
physically. Not just physically.
Thank you. Now go back to your husband.
Stay resolute.
Always. Oh God, in my head, while you're going back, I'll say in my head, as soon as you said resolute, I had this image of like, command prompt initiated, activating battle mode. Like the word resolute was a code word. Because it's such an uncommon word. I was like, Gatling gun hands.
So I'm done. You're right, Vilo. There's a lot on her mind, and she's deciding to go for a little walk to clear her head.
Yeah, she's probably a bit overwhelmed right now. I mean, let's be real here. We're all a bit extra.
I don't know if you are extra sometimes. I'll tell you, what is that? What is that sliced stuff here? That's not the sushi, is it? Dane? Oh my god, Dane, are you eating all that green stuff all of a sudden?
You mean the lettuce?
No, I
just
mean
muted.
that green.
Sorry.
I mean that green paste.
No, I did not eat the wasabi like an idiot.
Hmm.
I may have been nibbling on the gristle greens, but that's another matter entirely.
What, you don't want your wasabi? Oh, pass it off here, please.
I do like it. I'm just not going to take a big bite out of it. I'm not a fool.
Syldra is really just dipping. She's got the sushi on her tips of her claws, and she's just kind of dipping into the wasabi.
Yeah, but what is this pickled-looking stuff?
Pickles.
It's a cucumber, my dear. It's what
Cucumber?
cucumber looks like before it's a pickle.
No, I mean that thinly sliced stuff. Smells faintly like ginger.
It's probably ginger.
I would say Vilo's more playing with his food than eating it. Dum 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 dum.
Oh. I was literally a bit concerned, like you're like picking at your food, like Demon Thought, but it does actually just being adorable.
Oh,
Yeah,
tiny cucumber. That's cute.
Oh.
I'm just thinking about Boko. Miss him already.
He places a piece of sushi on its back to make it look like a saddle. You can have that if you want.
Yeah, I love it. And he just picks up and eats it. Delicious.
Yes, you are.
True, very true.
Oh my god, that
You're
stuff.
delectable yourself.
Oh my god, that green stuff. Spicy.
Yes,
Mhm.
don't take a
What
big
did you
bite out
call
of
it?
Yes, everything in
delicious.
moderation.
Yeah, so just basically just more or less slavering it.
Don't be like her unless you want to feel like your brain is evacuating through your sinuses.
Yes, also,
don't-
if you think it's spicy going in, believe me, it's 10 times worse when it's going out. So, moderation.
I should have chosen something that I
Yeah.
know.
I have made a
I made
mistake.
I may not have won that drinking contest, but I'm winning the spice contest.
I'm gonna give this Dragon Punch whiskey a try. She just lifts the tank into her mouth and tries to down it all.
See, that's my beautiful wife right there. She knows how to handle a drink.
Hmm. I confess I'm not that much of a drinker myself, but I'm more. I prefer to enjoy the flavor, let it sit, take my time, and enjoy the experience. But no shade intended. You are full of surprises, Cloak. I'll give you that.
It's like it tastes like how varnish smells.
Hmm.
Hey, what's this, Dane? Vilo picks up the sketch and takes a look at it.
It is a sketch of Vilo and Cloak on chocobos.
Oh,
Oh, let's frame it.
yep, gonna keep this forever, thank you. I love it.
Could you are you any good at painting by any chance? I'd love a painted version of this.
Sadly, charcoal is my medium of choice. I'm not very good with the paints.
Either way,
Once. It didn't end well.
well, we should try and get this preserved. That's something they can spray on these things.
You could use a lacquer or something.
Could probably mix one together.
I have some history with paint.
Now an alchemist, so
Mm.
The best way to keep it preserved right now would be to keep it between the pages of a book until you have a time to frame it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't think I have any books.
Do you have a journal or anything?
Nope, here, I
No.
might spare. Dane rifles in, tips out one of their little book bags, like a clutter of journals, some of them obviously used and filled, rifles through, picks up 3 blank journals. I haven't started on these ones yet. I have a brown one, a purple one, and... Ooh, is my royal blue one. I'm sorry, you can't have that one. Here you go. Choose one.
Vilo would take the brown one.
There you go.
I mean, otherwise I could have lent you my copy of Master Stout Through the Ages.
Hey, are you writing a story, or are you logging your adventures?
Oh, just logging my adventures, as you say. Like I said, I do tend to send these back to my family. Clean this up.
Vilo's gonna slide the chocobo sketch in the journal and carefully and lovingly. Right?
Safe and sound. Especially in your care, Vilo.
Oh, well, I try.
I think it will make a lovely addition above your mantelpiece in this chocobo ranch you're going to found eventually.
Oh, you heard that, did you?
I did. It's a noble goal.
It's kind of like a mixture, actually, right now. It's like a farm, chocobo ranch, brewery.
That makes sense. I
I
don't
think
even
it
know what.
sounds lovely.
What do you say, Vilo? Do you think we should just do all 3?
I mean, the chocobos need greens.
Yes, and we won't need compost. We can just ferment the greens they don't eat, and ooh, very nice.
And I'm pretty sure everyone will want, like, an alcoholic beverage that has a chocobo on it. Just saying.
Choco beer?
Yeah, see? There we go.
Boldbody choco beer. That has a nice ring to it.
I do know a few brewmasters from back in the day.
Dane, could you draw us labels for our beers?
I suppose I could, if you have an idea what you'd like your label to be.
All of them have to feature Vilo, because it's Boldbody ales. And he has to be dressed in really tight overalls. And these pictures have to have him, like, whatever flavor the ale is. Say it's mead, he's tending a beehive, or it's cider, he's plucking apples from a tree, that kind of thing, you know? Or holding a barrel full of apples. Just, as long as you play up the power within Vilo here.
Oh gosh, you say the sweetest things, you know that? I should like to mention that you will be commissioned for these works. We don't expect to get everything for free.
Dean sketches
Artists
for a
get
while,
paid too.
Sketches for a while and then turns around their book, and you see a label which is just a round icon with the text of the Boldbody beer, and then just a Vilo from the waist up with a barrel on the shoulder with the arm wrapped around it, and the other arm just basically doing a flexing curl, and just a big Minotaur grin.
I don't suppose we could add that to my book as well, because I really like that.
Oh yeah, sure. Here you
Thank you.
My god, that was fast.
go. There's also a tattoo of like a dagger on the back of Vilo's curled fist.
Maybe I should get that.
Future plans, Vilo?
Future plans.
I haven't really thought about the future.
We should disperse these ales to our own taverns called Cloak-and-Dagger. We can make our own chain. The Cloak-and-Dagger Tavern.
Man, I love how into this you are. You've thought so far ahead already.
I met someone who was trying to make a chain of taverns called the Weather Vanes. Didn't really work.
You know, Cloak, I think you're in the wrong business. Well, Clearly, you're more suited to be a businesswoman, like an entrepreneur, more than an assassin.
Well, if I never went adventuring, I would not have come across this tremendous fortune.
True that.
And more importantly, I would not have come across you.
Again, truer words never spoken.
Cerna
Yes.
smirked into a whine.
Syldra, copper for your thoughts?
We're just thinking about the future. I mean, I didn't really plan anything.
I didn't plan anything either till I met Cloak.
No, so I always just get stronger, and that's about it.
Yeah, there is the eternal question of then what, huh?
I guess
were
I just
you?
get stronger and stronger, and just keep going.
Well,
Vilo,
here's a simple, straightforward answer. When you're ready, perhaps you can take on students of your own.
Ooh.
Oh, so I mean, I'd have to go back to where my man found me, and that'd be the most appropriate place. I mean, we kind of set everything up there, but not really
There we
too
go.
happy about that. There's kind of this weird village nearby.
Oh no, I'd say that you have to go back to where you started. You could set up shop elsewhere.
True, but just the village doesn't really like that much. Or at least, basically,
Dare I ask why?
I don't know, something about right being, all the things about me being a dragon and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah, they were afraid of me.
Why is that a problem? Dragons are loved and respected. The metallic
but
ones are anyway.
Yeah, it's about to say, like, Cloak, have you met many chromatic dragons?
They have a little reputation, although obviously I'm biased in a slightly different direction, given my love of fire and everything.
It's more of a thought they just can't get around their heads, but I was a dragon, and I wasn't part of the village, and that's why I left.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Syldra, I think that that's their loss and our immeasurable gain.
Yeah. You know, I was literally just about to say that. Their loss.
Great
No,
minds think alike.
it wasn't that they threw me out or anything. It was more just I decided not to go back.
Still their loss. They in effect threw you out by the way they treat you.
Well, depending on how things go in the foreseeable future, once the world has been saved and everything, and well, we'll see how my own personal plans work. You're all perfectly welcome to build your businesses in my future kingdom. And she gives you all a very big cheeky grin. Where is she joking?
If this were to come to pass, would you give us a discount?
My dear, I would give you baronies and duchies aplenty. You'd all be nobility. Don't trust me. She looks around a little, warily at other people around and lowers her voice a bit. Trust me. No offense to Dane here, but nobility is very easily given out. 90% of it is just a favor that is done to someone already in power. It's an illusion to make certain families feel more superior than others.
Well,
At least that's how it is with my family.
I don't even know who my family were.
I'm trying not to
I
feel
Well, I
hurt.
guess they
suppose
were from that.
Didn't you just reincarnate from a dragon? You probably just popped
Oh
into
yeah, but I still had
existence.
to be. Oh yeah, but I still had to be born. So
Didn't the dragon that was slayed by Cerberus just change?
Eh,
Vilo,
I know how it works.
do you understand what happened to that dragon?
Magic.
I think it depends on how you. I think it depends. I think it depends on what you feel like. I probably felt like hopping into existence of a whole new lifespan. So
I mean, as far as I can tell, that dragon just sort of revived itself.
Hmm. Hey, Vilo,
Yeah.
you said something earlier that had me thinking.
Mhm.
You had no thought of your future until you met all of us.
Yeah.
What were you doing that day in Cornelia?
Boy, you kind of put the player on the spot there.
Apologies. If you
That's
don't
what we
want,
do.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Just thinking back to first session Vilo feels like a character.
like, he was all into fighting, wasn't he?
Yeah, so I have an answer. Oh, I was just looking for heads to smash in. Earn some gold, have some fun doing it. You know, it was a very different Vilo back then.
That sounds like me, my young days, to be honest.
same here, really.
It's like a Vilo must be like a very furry mirror, huh? Husband.
Yes, it's like I don't know. Have you ever been to one of those strange houses where they have mirrors that distort your look?
A fun house?
Yes, yes.
I believe I've seen something similar to that. So,
Well, it's a little bit like that. It's looking a little bit into one of those funhouse mirrors.
Vilo, it's very fun.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
I got big barrels of fun. Peck flex, peck
Yeah, that's
flex.
fine, Cerna. And I was supposed to be teaching you.
So, well, you got me on a roll now. Syldra, what were you doing at Cornelia that day?
I just came looking for, pretty much like Vilo, just came looking for strong opponents.
And you, Uspon?
To be honest, I was trying to find something that I could still do in my age. I mean, you might have noticed that I'm no longer the youngest in the circuit. I was looking for basically working as a fighter.
Honestly, since you've joined us, you've only grown in power.
Oh, that's very kind of you, but
It's like
But,
you've gained a few levels of experience.
that's very kind of you to say, but I'm fairly certain there are people out there who would disagree with you.
Well,
Whoever they are, we'll skin them alive.
we literally
Oh.
took on like 2 fiends already, so you know, nothing to sniff at. Dane,
But-
oh, you then?
No.
Go on. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk.
No. You're just working on making me blush, and
Well,
no
it
one
doesn't-
wants to see an old man blush.
I do. I think we all do.
Good lord, what did I just walk back in on?
Trying to make
Oh.
an old man blush, apparently.
I'm going around
Yeah.
the table. I'm
Hmm.
going around the table and like trying to work out why we all what we were doing in Cornelia that on our first day.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
Dane,
the point. Practicing.
It was a new place. A new place, new things to explore, more things to write about.
you're basically on a trip around the world, huh?
Pretty much, yes. Have wings, will travel.
Have you already been to some of these destinations we've
None of these islands, no.
and
Frankly, that's
Cerna?
why I agreed to come on the trip. If I had been there before, there'd been no interest to me.
Yeah, I reckon we're all like from way, way far away from like Mount
Oh.
Mu is way to the east.
Yeah, this is nowhere near where I was born.
I will make a confession. And I've already revealed a little of this to Dane here, but I'm actually from a place very close to where we all met. I was basically planning on getting a ship and leaving the island as soon as possible. The corruption in the church was getting a little bit too much for me. My father... Yes. My father is the Archbishop.
Oh,
Hence the reason I picked up the name Cerna.
That
It
tidbit
doesn't
you
really...
didn't quite share with me.
Well, I alluded to it.
And like I said, have you practicing?
The long and the short of it is, not that it matters, but if you ever hear the name Octavia Vainros, let me know. I prefer Cerna, if I'm honest. It's been a lot
Cerna.
more freeing.
If I hear that name, you'll be the first to know, Cerna.
I appreciate it, Cloak, thank you. But
This
yes, I just
explains-
wanted to get away.
Well, this explains why you've been so secretive and sly and not so sweet the entire time.
Yes, I know. And my comments on nobility, no disrespect, of course, to Dane here, come from experience.
I totally understand that.
Yeah, just saying, like, we could buy nobility at this point.
My father could buy half the island. So, especially considering the fact that most of his money, well, my family's money, has been taken from the donations of loyal and, faith-filled people. He's a parasite.
I'm sorry, I'm not a religious man, but that seems just slightly on the shitty side.
Yes.
How did he avoid incurring the wrath of his patron?
Believe me, if I only knew. But here's the thing with the long and the short of it is, we don't so much worship a being, more an ideal. Ideals don't often strike down vile, corrupt monsters like my father. More
So
is
it's like
the
the
pity.
people who are studying and kind of are all big on the calamity.
Syldra is just poking Cerna's cheek.
But anyway, his day will come. In the meantime, I'm practicing. She looks over to Cloak and gives her a nod. We'll just leave it at that.
I must say, your iron will is strong to resist Syldra poking you for so long.
I'm so sorry I didn't actually see that in the chat. What was Syldra doing? Why is Syldra poking Cerna's cheek?
Have you been practicing your monk stuff?
I am, to be honest, at the moment I'm mainly trying to master the stealth that Cloak has been teaching me. But no, I am keeping that in mind. Soon I think I might be able to take you on. Not win, but at the very least, I'm putting into practice what you've been teaching me, both of you.
That sounds like a challenge, Syldra.
Oh, I'm trying to take you both on at the same time. Now that would be a challenge. She grins evilly.
Interesting.
Oh, I don't expect to win, believe me, but what can I say? I love a good fight.
Oh, Vilo, I like where this is going.
Excellent. You're a good student.
Thank you. And she looks over to
So-
Dane. And hopefully, I hope I can continue to be a good employee, my liege.
Well, I'm not entirely sure I approve of you poo-pooing my nobility, but I suppose I can forgive you.
Not
She's not
yours.
poo-pooing your nobility. Just
Dane is
certain
smirking,
types.
Dane is teasing.
Okay, well, just so we're clear, there is a majority of people who, they certainly do not deserve the titles that they've received. But no,
I agree.
Dane, you're clearly pulling your weight. Worthy, so you're most worthy of your title.
absolutely.
Well, if you're
Gonna
curious,
say-
my family earned their nobility through military achievements.
Just thinking, dragon ability.
Let me put it to you this way. If a dragon declared themselves a noble, there are very few people who would try to dispute it.
Okay.
Syldra, you're a nobility now. You can just insist upon it.
I think, and also, to be fair, me and Dane, between us, I'm sure we could figure out the right people to get the paperwork signed up.
I was just thinking,
You know, should we be concerned that, like, a large amount of our party seems to have dreams of conquest?
Well,
not
what's
just-
life without a little challenge, Vilo?
not really conquest, Vilo. It's more just I want to get strong. You're the strongest there is. At least as strong as like heck.
Yeah, you will do you. I'm just thinking about chocobos.
Don't worry. I was serious. I'll be sure to give you the land for your chocobo farm when I'm princess.
It's bold of you to assume that I won't be a king of some other country by the time you
That's
achieve
very
that.
true. No, that is 100% fair.
I mean, becoming king by your own hand is kind of the ultimate goal of barbarians.
Hey, Vilo, if you were to become king, I don't think one crown would do it. I think you just hang 2 crowns off your horns out there.
Noted.
It's just getting stronger.
I mean, if you've ever got any plans on conquering our kingdoms, let us know in advance, and we'll, I'm sure we can figure out an arrangement.
Vilo, I just want to be I just want to make this brewery farm tavern thing. No conquest.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we can conquer the market.
Yeah, basically, Soldier points at Cerna, then at Cloak and Vilo. You want a political empire, you want a business empire.
I just want to be king of the chocobos, to be honest.
Oh!
I mean, I was just playing because everyone seems to be really into the whole conquest thing right now.
Again, I don't really want to conquer anything. I just want to dominate. I do want to dominate as
conquest.
Saving the world before we consider conquering it.
One
I'm pretty
step
sure
at
we
a
could
time.
get away with little murder if we save the world first.
I'm counting on that.
And Syldra, I'll be sure to plant a mighty oak for you to sleep in.
Ah, thanks, Vilo.
Well then, I think we have talked and drank well into the night. We should probably get some sleep.
Exactly. See you guys in the morning.
Do you want some hugs tonight? Do you want some
As
hugs
soon as
tonight,
Dane
Vilo?
says that, Uspon stands up and heads upstairs into a room.
I'm just going to go check
probably
on
say-
Serenity.
Yeah, it says Serenity also sees Syldra leap up into the tree.
She's literally
Cerna's
been
gonna
pacing
follow.
this entire time. She's been pacing around the tavern. If there are windows, you may have seen her.
Yep, there are windows.
Yeah, then you guys saw her like circling. I
Serenity,
established
my
it
dear.
way back. Yes?
Are you going to stay out here pacing all night, or would you like to come inside?
Decisions are not easy right now. Where I have reasons. Where are you three staying?
Well, Cerna is probably going to go find a tree somewhere, and Cerna and myself will be sleeping inside. Would you like us to arrange for a room for you as well?
No, that's all right.
Sit and contemplate, meditate perhaps?
No, but thank you. That's all right.
Very well. Be safe, and if there's any trouble, don't hesitate to wake us.
You can all sleep securely knowing that I will handle security.
Yes, but don't get
Kinda
yourself in over
stiffens
your
up.
head in case something happens.
Oh,
Yes.
of course, I would alert you all.
Please remember, we are all in this together. You are not just a barrier between us and danger. You are a part of this group, an equal part.
I am quite the barrier, though. He kind of smiles.
This is true, but still, please, if you need us, please let us know.
Rest easy, and if there's danger, I will send an alert. I promise.
Very
We'll
well.
hold you to that.
We
She
shall
turns
see
and
you
walks away.
bright and early in the morning.
Yes, of course.
Cern opens the door for Dane.
Thank you, my dear.
Oh, I
Mhm.
should do one thing. I just realized.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you guys messages if I can. Where is Cerna? There it is.
Slash whisper. An insight check. Sure.
Yes.
Sure, why not?
Wah!
No, I don't even need to see it, do I? Yeah, Cerna's a great roller. Hmm.
Now, Vilo, I
Yeah?
think you need a lot of hugs tonight.
I'd like a lot of hugs tonight. As many as you can give.
Lots and lots and lots of hugs.
I'll hug you so tight.
We don't even need to be lewd. You need some emotional support.
Yeah, it's really appreciated right now, thank you.
All, come on, bring it in. Bring it in.
Big cuddles. Big teary Minotaur.
If I could, I'd carry you up to bed right now. Unfortunately, I don't know polymorph.
That's fine, I'll carry you instead.
Polymorph.
What we say is Serge goes past. Serge goes, "Hey, Serge, you got any idea why Dane's so upset that she saw my butt?"
What? I couldn't hear it. What was that? You got like hyper speeded on my.
Hey, do you know why? Do you know why Dane's so unhappy that they saw my butt?
Generally speaking, people find nudity uncomfortable. Unless it's someone that they're intimate with, sharing with. It's been my observation doing surveillance work.
Oh, I see.
Does that mean she's been watching?
No.
This is a fundamental misunderstanding of what was going on in that room.
Yes. That is exactly what it is. She heard that part of the conversation, but like has processed it her own way. So she says people are just uncomfortable about that sort of thing. If you give it, I wouldn't address it. Give it time and it'll get better.
Okay.
Unless the discomfort continues too long, in which case you should probably apologize. But be general with an apology, such as, I'm sorry for any awkwardness, or I want to give you your comfort.
So don't just say, "I'm sorry, I showed you my butt."
Yeah, leave that part out. Yes. It'll just add to the discomfort if you keep mentioning the issue or the actual issue. Living beings like euphemisms.
Okay.
It lets them avoid discomfort.
Okay.
Strictly an
Thanks,
outsider's
Ray.
perspective, and I understand that you have the same perspective in a lot of ways.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, you need
That
sleep.
was me and my master for as long as I can remember.
Everyone needs to be at their best for tomorrow. I have a feeling we're going to need it.
That's true.
Because remember, Syldra?
Yeah.
We come in sets of 5. Then she walks away.
Excuse me, barkeep. Do you, by any chance, have hot milk for my husband over there?
This is fucking adorable. I see.
I see.
Sorry.
Oh, Cloak was asking whether the barkeep does hot milk for Vilo to help him sleep.
This is
Nice,
precious.
nice and cozy, like.
Alright, just letting you guys do your thing. Yeah, he goes off to the kitchen, comes back with a small mug of heated milk.
Thank you very much. What do I owe you?
It's on the house.
Thank you very much. You're so kind. Come on, get that down, you big lug.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, love. Vilo gives the milk a sip. Gets like a milk tash on his snoot. It looks adorable. Right then, to bed.
The bed.
Oh, good thing I can carry you in one arm. So yeah, Vilo carries Cloak up to bed in one arm, and he takes sips of milk with the other.
Alright. And if everybody's cool with it, I'd like to go a little bit longer tonight. Because there's something I do want to get done.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, sure. The amended schedule means I have more energy.
Alright. So, you guys all head to bed, wake up fresh the next morning. Get headed out back to the stables. Get your mounts and get to the archaeological site.
Syldra is going to remove her jacket, put it in her bag, revealing that her trousers are actually forming a unitard.
Nice.
Oh god.
I have some notes, but
She's
I
got
think you will
Maj.
ignore me, so I'm not going to bother.
Yeah, she's gone Maj and Vegeta now.
Yeah, I'm just saying, for someone who doesn't really seem to care about fashion outfit.
Hmm.
Funny
To be
that.
fair, I don't really care about fashion, and I changed mine. I had a reason.
Well, it's more of a heading into a desert, so might as well lose top layer at least for now.
Serenity, you look like a swashbuckler, and I love it.
Mm. It's a look.
It just seemed right.
Hmm.
Vilo's just fussing over Boko again. It's like, did you sleep well? Did you eat well? You looking extra glossy today? Loves you so much. We're going to the desert.
You got a preen? Okay.
Yeah.
Cerna's now changed the name of her chocobo. This is the third and final time. This one's going to be CD, which stands for chicken dinner, but it doesn't need to know that.
No. From far in another world, CD feels offended.
Cloak's just gonna call her. Cloak's just called hers princess.
Aw.
As
You
he
ready, Sanders?
Meanwhile,
As he-
Serenity has called hers 1011100000111000.
So romantic, Serenity.
You get there, you see that they're all ready to go, all retacked up, and a seventh ready with a bunch of supplies, all ready to go.
All right. We good to go? We're good to go, right?
Absolutely.
I'm all set.
Vilo and Boko already trotting off ahead. Dum 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 dum.
Yes, definitely getting him some chocobos.
Good.
I'm just gonna post something to the player chat, to the in-game chat. There you go. That's the name. That's the name that she chose for her.
Nice.
Does it translate to anything?
I don't know.
I'm
You have to check.
checking.
Hmm.
There is binary translators.
Yep.
So-
It's like a second language to me.
You guys head out on your way. And
Pookie.
as you
That's its name.
as you
Sorry, DM. Please carry on.
as you cross into the desert, you start to feel the change in temperature that you started to feel in Miss Plume, but now it's getting more intense. You start to slow down a little bit as you get into the desert, as the chocobo had to readjust and dig their talons in a little deeper to get more traction. But after a few hours, after an hour or so, you get to the little camp. And where'd I put it? There it is.
I will say that once we hit desert, Vilo would have started using his shield, like kind of extending it above Boko to provide some shade. Because that lad's carrying Vilo. So anything he can do to help, he'll do it.
Vilo, you look so hot right now.
I mean, I'm literally hot. But I'm more worried about Boko than me. He's carrying me after all.
He's a little champion, isn't he?
Well, he ain't little!
And
But he is a champion. Affectionate pats and rubs to the side. Keep going, buddy. You got this.
okay.
Man, now Vilo wishes he knew Gust to keep Boko cool.
And I didn't get this earlier. Give me 1 second. Where's my scholar? Nope, I don't want you there.
I don't know about you, but I should have probably switched into something a little lighter in color. At least that's what some people told me they wear when they go into the desert.
Imagine what it must be like for me. My fur is literally dark.
I'll say the temperature gets a little better as you get closer to the oasis. The little
It's
camp,
fine.
but
It's the water.
Don't tell me it's an illusion.
nope.
Nope, that'll be the Oasis. Come on,
You come up.
Boko. You got your drink up ahead.
As you approach, the various scholars camp comes up. It's like, oh, hello.
Hello.
We weren't expecting any supplies for a while.
Well, I'll let you guys handle this. I'm going to make sure Boko gets his drink. Come on, boy. And Vito's just going to lead him over to the water.
Why don't he moves to help her chocobo get to the water too?
Let's get
Um,
Chase. Where's Prince?
All right, guys. I'll take your chocobos over. You fill this fine, gentlemen.
Wait,
Can I
this
go
is
with you,
the-
Villa?
Yeah, if you like.
Okay.
We need to
Thank
get this
you.
Prince. We need to get into the water temple. Blah blah blah.
I'm afraid this
Pretty
isn't the
much.
usual
Oh,
supply
you
run.
want- All right. You want to talk with the prince then?
Oh, is he
And she
here?
points over as out from under this this upper tent steps the young elven prince, who does not have a name because I'm being lazy.
Look, it's
Reginald.
Jolt.
I'll try on or something. That's no
Oh, I
name.
have a brilliant idea. Considering
Oh,
what's
no,
in
try
this,
on. Try on.
I was thinking Sid because of
I'm
what's
thinking we do need a Sid.
yeah.
I'm down for Sid.
Oh, his
Definitely.
name, but
Cerna's
all right.
down for
So
Sid
Sid,
too.
Prince Sid.
Okay.
It's appropriate because Sids usually are associated with the airships in Final Fantasy, so
True. I just remembered where I was going to say, I was saying trying because I actually remembered where I heard it.
I'm surprised no one has vandalized the tent so far.
Oh, hello. We weren't expecting any supplies for a few months now.
And you won't be getting any for a few months because we need to get in the water temple.
Oh, you're well.
Well, they are.
Well, it's good luck with that. I haven't got. That's hard to say. I'm sure you've probably heard by now that the only way to get into to get there is with an airship, and so far my luck hasn't been that good in finding it.
Tell me, Your Majesty, if we were able to locate one for you, would we be able to join you in reclaiming your kingdom and also dealing with the matter in hand in the water temple?
Well, yes. I mean, if you're needing access to the temple, you're obviously the chosen ones. So,
they
yes, yes. But me and my team of scholars here, we've searched for years, and so far all we've come up with is no. Would you bring the artifact? And the scholar here runs over to the prince's tent before coming back and handing him what looks like a large cube.
Serenity.
This is this cube with strange markings on it, and serenity.
So I think, not to talk over the DM, I think Serenity said that she was joining Vilo over at the
Yes, she
chocobos by
was.
the water.
Mm-hmm.
But at the
around.
sight of the cube, Cerna kind of her lips almost water a little, and she says to Prince Sid, "It so happens we have our own expert. She might be able to shed some light on this for you. Miss Serenity,
Yes.
do you have a
She walks
moment?
over. Of course.
Prince Sid here and his scholars have a artifact from long ago that might pertain to an airship. Does this mean anything to you?"
And serenity, as it's shown to you, your memory banks light up, and you recognize this as what's called the floater.
This is a floater.
Yes, we've been able to translate that much. we don't know what it's for. And he hands it to you, Serenity. And as soon as he
Yes,
does,
takes it.
it starts to glow, a blue glow. Write that down, write that down! Madam, I don't know who you are, but first breakthrough in months. Write that down!
May I make an observation?
Yes.
This thing is called a floater, correct? So, I'm guessing maybe it's what makes the airship float.
Does that seem consistent with what Serenity knows?
Yes.
It's exactly what makes it float. It's the key to its flight.
I will say, after holding it for a little bit, you start getting fed a small stream of information that is acting more like a feeling pulling you towards something.
She
Not
begins
physical.
walking. She says, I think I understand this device. I think I understand it. And she starts walking away. Doesn't say a word, just heads out. Purposefully. Terminator walk.
Madam.
Terminator walk.
She does that. Don't worry. We'll be back in a little while with your airship. Your
No. I'm coming with you.
Oh, please do. Yes. But
Of
once
course.
she starts, she gets these ideas. The muse just takes her wherever she needs to go. Vilo!
Vilo!
It's the first breakthrough in months.
What?
Everyone.
It's Serenity. She's in a sort of trance.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yes,
Okay.
Ring the burbs.
Yes, after
Wait, what? They barely rested.
They've been rested. She's just on foot.
We're walking
we should
so
be
we
fine.
can walk beside the birds and let them have a rest. Instead of making them carry us.
Let
I
the
swear,
we need something because who knows what's going to bring back. Daryl, get Chauncey, get him tacked up.
Stomp.
I will say this, Cerna, seeing that there's going to be a bit of preparation, she is actually going to she's actually going to teleport, and she's going to bamf just in front of Serenity, and she's going to try to stop the immovable object if she can. Not through violence, obviously, it's just like, Serenity's, no.
Well, let me just,
Yeah.
just give me 1 second.
I mean, if I get run over, I get run over, so.
Yes, I will say it. As I said, it's a pulling, but it's not physically pulling you. It's like that niggling feeling in your head.
Exactly.
Like,
I know. She's pulling herself.
Yeah.
But she's I'm gonna real quick because I don't know that anyone else would notice it. Let me send a message really fast because I don't want to take up too much time more.
Yes.
Well,
there you go. And she kind of like twitches as she sees Cerna and goes, "Yes, what?"
Yes. Now. So you have the scent. You know where to go.
Yes, but I need you to move so I can continue.
Well, we need the rest of these people to follow us. So we just need you to wait a moment, just a few moments, and once the rest of the camp is ready, then we can all join you. Don't worry. I want you to find this airship as much as you do, believe me.
Yes. As you do that, everybody but the cook is getting their chocobos tacked up and certain supplies and tools ready to go, shovels and whatnot.
Cerna, I need you to do something. I need you to explain to the prince that I am an archaeologist who is on the hunt for this kind of materials. I'm familiar with it. Airships are my special interest and hobby. That's why you hired me for security.
Yes, oh, don't worry, I'm well ahead of you. I've already said you're an expert. Don't worry, he doesn't need to know anything about that. You have my word, yes. This is going to work out perfectly for everyone.
You can explain that. You
I'll
can
I'll
explain
say
that. Sorry.
I'll say as you're saying that, the prince comes up behind you. Yes, I already know what she is. We were able to translate that much from it as well.
What do you mean?
You're part of the Warforged race, the ancient race that built the
Oh,
well, a creation of the ancient race that built the airship. You're able to pilot it.
Apparently, turns to Cerna and just like flatly says, "Apparently, everyone knows these things but me."
I only know so much, madam.
Cerna will very politely try to link the prince with his other arm. You are most impressive with your knowledge, Your Majesty. And
Cerna, I trust you to explain to him that it's more complicated than that. And then
I will, don't you worry, Serenity. Unfortunately, there are unsavory types who are working against us, specifically who are looking to do Miss Serenity here harm. So we have been making it very clear that the Warforged that joined our group originally, unfortunately met their end. And that this is a completely new individual by the name of Serenity who is not in any way a Warforged. If you could ensure your team are aware of this so we can protect her, you understand. She's very important.
Hey
Of
guys.
course, I understand.
Guys.
I'm royalty.
Yes.
I'm used to the business of secrets.
Yes, Vilo.
I've been meaning to cut in for a little while. At this point you'd probably hear in the background, I swear if these beautiful birds get heat stroke, I will dismantle Serenity myself. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone knows.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Vilo.
You're welcome.
But yes,
She's not dragging her chocobo, though. Her chocobo's by the pool, y'all.
Yes, everyone else, like, running off in a hurry. Vilo is not pleased.
No.
Look, Vilo, I had given you my chocobo. I have no idea what your problem is.
Yep.
I'm the one who's in risk of heat stroke.
I'm really most sorry, Vilo.
And you know, I left my chocobo there and I stripped down to my unitard.
Serenity says to Cerna, will you please explain to them that Vilo's always talking about dismantling people? It's his size.
Indeed,
Nice
indeed.
save.
my dear, I'm a prince. I'm used to the business of keeping secrets.
Oh, good.
Trust me. There are things about my father that.
Oh, something that I believe we have in common, my liege. But more on that later. For now,
yes.
allow me to.
Your secret is safe with me and my scholars. We will not say a word after this.
May I continue seeking?
Yeah,
Yes. I believe we're ready to go. And he
She
runs
continues
over
on.
and hops up on his chocobo.
She just starts stomping away.
You and Cerna,
Doing the yeti stomp.
Cerna and Prince have been making kissy face each other, for long enough now.
I'm not making kissy faces to His Royal Highness, who's right next to me, Syldra. Cerna looks like she's about to skin you.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on, you! You're
Alright.
acting like a flirty teenager right now. Both of you.
After you, Your Majesty.
Stand up. All right. So I'm gonna do this. Is doing that. Okay. Roll me a D4. D.
Me?
Yes. All right. Me.
Ping, ping, ping. It's impossible. It's inside the room.
It's not. The call's coming from inside the house now.
It's a good point out that Syldra was trying to help Cerna by saying that.
All right. So you start to get pulled southernly around the oasis for about about 3 miles. Roll me another d4.
You got it. Everybody better get ready. Stomp, stomp, stomp. I'm a Yeti.
Thanks, Cloak,
There
but
we
keep
go.
your water skin for your chocobo, okay?
right.
They'll need it more.
So after that, you start to feel to go east for about 4 miles, and then suddenly you feel the pull to the north.
She follows along, not even saying a word to anyone, not questioning. She's assuming everyone's following her. She is trucking along. You may not have ever, any of you, seen her this purposeful, especially not Cerna.
Vilo don't give a shit. Vilo's protecting Boker from the elements.
She is not running. She's walking. She is stomping. She's like being very precise because she does not want to lose the ping. No time can be wasted. She is at a walk pace. So it's not going to probably be taxing the chocobos at all, one would hope.
And I will say, as you ride, the prince comes up next to you, Vilo, and he's like, "Oh, you don't have to worry about the chocobos. They're very hardy and resilient birds."
Oh, I know that. I just don't want them to get hurt. They mean a lot to me.
Now they're a bunch of good boys and girls, and he pats his on the side of the neck. He gives a little.
Trust me,
Yes.
These guys love running. They could run for days without stopping, and sometimes they do.
Vilo
But
just
we
kind
take-
of smiles fondly, feeling a bit of a kindred spirit with the princely boy. Yeah, you're down right there.
We take very good care of them.
Good.
Make
good.
sure
I'm
they
glad
get
to hear
everything
it.
that they need, especially the rest.
Fantastic. I'm glad to hear it. They definitely earn it.
I did say they looked very happy.
And then, wait with this a little bit.
Where would we be without our chocobos? Pat, pat, pat.
Probably still back at the start on the road to the oasis.
Questing. Nervous.
It'll certainly be a more miserable world without them.
After another 4 miles pulled north, Serenity, you suddenly feel the floater grow warm in your hands as it pulses.
Yes.
And you feel a pull straight down under your feet.
It's here. I found it.
Men, shovels! And you watch as all the scholars and the prince grab shovels from their mounts and begin to dig at the sand.
If they've got a spare, Vilo will pitch in.
So with Uspon, actually.
Oh yes, they have a spare.
Cerna.
Dane will use Gust to try and move as much away as possible. Try to keep it away from everybody's faces as well.
Uspon is currently wearing on top of his head basically a small handkerchief that has been doused in water.
Wimp. Okay.
Cloak just moves the sand aside like a cat.
Picture Uspon
like a cat on a litter
sorry.
tray.
Yes, kicking it. And then Uspon's like pulls his mustache off and daubs his forehead and then puts his mustache back on.
Sadly, I don't know mold earth, but I know how to use a shovel. So
Is it bad? I just got a mental image of Cloak-and-Dagger wandering off a little bit, pawing in the sand, then covering it back over and coming back over, looking slightly relieved.
Yeah. Sand.
It's one big
After-
mystery.
Oh no! Oh no!
After a good hour or so of the entire team digging, suddenly the prince plunges his shovel down and hears a loud "Pong! I found it!" He kneels down and starts scrabbling with his hands, brushing as much dust away as he can. Ah, yes, the hatch.
well done, Your Majesty.
Serenity goes and tries to run over to the hatch, and I rolled something.
Oh yeah.
Right? Oh no, you don't need to roll anything strength. As soon as you get close to it with the floater, that you hear a click,
Donk.
and the hatch starts to open out. You know,
Serenity goes in with no question.
give me that light spell, and he gets handed a scroll as he jumps in, opens it up, and ball light.
I was about to say, unless he's quick enough, what kind of equipment does he have? Well, he has. Does he still have the shovel in his hand?
Oh no, he kind of threw that aside.
Okay. You know what? Just to show off, because she's desperately trying to show off. She reaches just over his shoulder and boops the scroll before he can use it, and she'll cast light on the scroll.
A
So
scroll like
it's
scroll.
yeah. So it's basically a glow light, a glow stick.
You
Glowworm.
didn't need to do that. It's a pre-written light scroll.
Well, I didn't want you to waste it, but never mind.
Can't elves see him anyway?
Well, not all of us are elves.
So
Yeah, I'm afraid I don't have dark vision.
you see that it's not super dark inside, but it's dark enough that you wouldn't need light. And Serenity, with your vision,
Yeah.
you can see the control panel. And as you walk over, you can see that that there is a square hole for the floater to go in.
She does immediately sets it in.
What is
As-
that bearing?
As you set it in, the entire panel lights up and says, "Awaiting user."
She
And
puts her
two
hands. Sorry, go ahead.
hand-shaped holes open up on either side of the floater.
She immediately puts her hands in the exact right positions. She's done this before, she realizes.
Yes, and instantly flight data floods your memory banks and your circuits as a loud whirring begins to happen with loud clunk 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 clunk. And suddenly, out of the sand, yeah.
Here it comes.
Also today, I just realized that there's a nice little zoom reset on the side, so that every time I fuck up and accidentally do control scroll wheel and get on a odd number, I can just reset it back to that. So
Yay!
get you guys. Nope, not you. And buddy. kind of situated here. Oh, nope. There we go. As far as everybody else. Dollar.
I always think when Vilo says BRB, it stands for bull right back
Cannon.
or bull right buff.
Barb.
Bull right big.
Beef ribs big.
No. No, the burb is the chocobo.
Have you not heard?
I should wait until Kubur gets back
Yes.
for this moment.
We must wait until.
Well, yeah, for her part, Cerna's trying her best to not stumble over herself around the prince. She's putting on a little too much pressure on herself.
So just gonna walk past her. Well, you two crazy kids have fun. I'm gonna see what Serenity's up to.
Thank you. And he's back.
Devillo, why did you post a gif of the Hindenburg?
Because Dennis is a man of class.
Thank you.
That's what Serena she's going down like.
Yeah, that's how Cerna's feeling right now. She's like, fuck, I have no game. I don't know what I'm doing.
She might be going. But look, she's going down in a different way.
Folk is just clinging to Vilo.
She wishes.
So, I'll do this then. As you all stand there, as I said, you start to hear loud whirring and clunking as things start up, and slowly the ground starts to shake as sand slowly moves out of the way.
Oh, the Luna whale!
Yes.
Out of the sand rises the ancient airship.
Vilo, this is a thing of beauty.
It's pretty cool, but it ain't a chocobo, I'm just saying.
Oh no, of course
And you-
not.
And as it rises, you just hear, just barely over everything, yes! Finally! After
Yes!
all these years!
Yeah, this guy was meant to be a Sid. Come on.
Yes.
I can finally reclaim my throne! And put my mother and father to rest!
Wait, what?
I was very happy for you!
Question. Put the rest, do you mean are they haunting or are they not quite dead?
I think he just means... Sorry, carry on, Princey.
We'll deal with that in a bit. In a bit. Let's get this thing back to the base camp.
And at that, Serenity feeds in the coordinates. And anyone familiar with the Final Fantasy would realize the sound she's making.
Nice.
And yeah, I'll keep playing Luna Whale.
She's not opening her mouth and her tongue is not trilling, but she is doing it. The communications back and forth are between her and the ship and private and not for the ears of humans and others present, living things.
Alright.
This is between machine and machine, thank you very much.
The chocobos
God damn it, I put it on the wrong layer. Okay, there we go. So,
Dane is going to set his notebook, or their notebooks on fire, scribbling.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'd say they were able to load the chocobos on board.
now you watch as you fly, the chocobo are already heading back to the base camp.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the chocobos. They're smart. They can find their way back.
I just picture like the Dane's book with like wild giant letters and 2 whole pages that says the boat is flying.
The boat does float without a sea beneath.
They all float.
They're all floating up here.
Make your way
It floats.
back to the base camp.
Hazel floats. Yeah.
As you dismount, you just watch the prince kind of dance and jump in the air. Yes, yes. Finally, 5 years worth of work pays off.
Also, like after a couple of minutes of our arrival.
You are most
Yeah,
welcome, Your Majesty. It's
Yeah,
a
it sounds like
genuine
Cerna.
pleasure.
Apparently,
Yeah,
all
sounds-
you needed was a security officer.
Yeah, it sounds like Cerna bringing us here was a good thing.
Hmm.
But it was a good thing. You get what I mean.
Yes, thank you, Cerna. This was the right decision to come here. I know
Oh.
we deliberated on it, but things seem to have worked out. And just a quick. Okay, where is it? There it is. Wah.
An attempt was
Just gonna whisper-
made.
And she's just going to whisper to Cerna. It's deadly. Sorry for showing you.
It's quite all right. I'll forgive you when I give you a barony.
What's
Is
the
that-
irony?
It's like a sub.
At this point, you watch as the other scholars and the cook begin to tear down everything and get ready to depart. So nice. I cannot thank you enough.
Oh, well, it was our
Indeed.
pleasure.
Ah,
Tell
And
me, Your
you're-
Majesty, will you be joining us on our quest through the temple itself?
I think His Highness might be busy getting his kingdom back together.
well, I mean, I look at me. This whole expedition, 5 years. I'm kind of strapped for cash at the moment, as it were. So I'm going to get to the castle, and there's honestly not much I can do as long as that Leviathan is still there.
Well, on my life, you have my word that we will do everything that we can to slay the beast. In the
Not
meantime,
bet your
if
life,
you-
but sure, yes, we'll deal with the thing.
In the
Well, that's the
meantime,
serpent's life.
well, that would definitely be preferable. But in the meantime, if you are actually in need of funds, at the very least, I have a spare 2,000 gold that you could hold on to for me.
Oh
You
my,
could call it a dowry.
my dear. Once I get the castle squared away and get the docks rebuilt, I'll be able to afford everything again. There's still plenty of gold left away in the castle.
Well, we'll do
Yes.
everything we can to bring you access to your inheritance as quickly as possible.
Just saying. Dowry.
For now, let's get things going. And being a ramshackle operation at this point, it doesn't take long to dismantle the base camp, and get everything loaded onto the airship. They leave the chocobos with the cook and have them take them back to Miss Bloom.
Leave the chocobos of the cook. Okay.
Somebody's got to take them, and the scholars need to go with the prince.
I know. Just being dark.
Does this include our chocobos then?
Yes.
Uh,
You were just renting them.
I know, but Vilo's attached and so is the player, so he's just gonna throw an arm around Boko's neck and just like bury his head into it, all teary-eyed. It's like, I'll come back for you, buddy, alright? Look after yourself.
There, Vilo. You'll be out. I'll get you a trick. You can raise them right from birth.
I don't know, maybe I'll see if the stable hand is willing to let me buy Boko. I'm really fond of him.
I think that's reasonable. I'm sure that they, especially when we save the kingdom and everything, I'm sure that we'll be able to make a deal.
You hear that, Vilo?
Yeah, I hear you. That's good. He just kind of smiles. A teary-eyed smile.
I really do love this I really do love your tender side.
I absolutely adore Philo.
Cloak is actually just gonna look around the ship, see what's just aboard it. Going through all the rooms.
You once again head off into the air. And Serenity, the prince directs you straight southeast to Dewdrop Island.
She follows. She does what he says. She says, "To think that you just needed a security advisor to pilot this."
A security yep, a security guard and nothing more.
Mm-hmm.
And as you fly over the, sea at this point, sea, you see a large, not so large, but larger than anything you've seen, serpent swimming through the water, clearly agitated.
So that's what we're gonna take out, right?
Yes, that is the Leviathan.
And Serenity checks. This is not an armed vessel, she confirms with the computer.
Negative.
Do you recognize me?
You are an unknown unit, but Warforged. Thus, access is allowed.
She says, thank you. She says, well, I found out one thing. I haven't piloted it before. At least the computers don't remember me if I did.
I guess it's kind of like you went through a very quick training program, huh?
Yes.
With the airship and its greater speed, it takes you just 15 minutes to fly from the desert to the island. As you land on the island, and I think that's where we're going to leave it for this week.
All right.
Okay.
We got an airship!
All right.
Sounds so enthusiastic.
I love
I
the
am
fact that
very
we got an
enthusiastic.
airship, but all Vito's thinking about is chocobos, yo.
Vilo can't get off his mind his chocobuddies.
Yep.
Well, at
His
least he has the sketch.
chocobros. His
He's gonna
chocobros.
cherish that sketch forever.
No.
Also,
That was
To me,
awesome.
old.
Dane is gonna spend as much time as possible just exploring the ship, trying to figure out the systems, checking every nook and cranny, sketching everything. This is like
I will tell you this.
shiny for Dane.
I will tell you this, Dane, if you're ever doing any perceptions or anything, if Dane asks, Serenity knows Dane's interested in this kind of thing. She knows it, and she's actually going to actively tell Dane between sessions, ask anything, and she'll ask the computer. So Dane has access to the computer for anything she wants, or they want to know. I'm so sorry, I've done both now.
What's this button do? Great. What's this button do? What's this thing being do?
Yep. Dane will find out. They will find out the answer to everything because it'll be, I mean, assuming the computer knows it.
They're in a bed.
I just can't stop thinking about Vilo and his Choco Buddies.
Oh.
His Choco Bros.
As we always do, thoughts, theories, ideas?
Sometimes, like I said, it's amazing that a security guard could do all this.
Syldra is trying to help, guys.
Say again,
The other
Seth?
thing that's concerning about theories is Serenity never piloted this, but she's a Warforged. Oh God, what's going to be the issue of the other Warforged inside? Are they going to be intact? Are there going to be any? Are there not going to be any? Are they going to be alive? Are they going to be just corpses? What the crap? There's so many. That's why she was having those variable issues.
They're not hostile either.
Exactly. Is she going to have to kill one of her own? That's
Syldra
basically
is
her.
Syldra is trying to help, damn it.
Syldra is helping.
I do have a question. I wonder if that's more like a theory of anything. I wonder if the prince is going to attempt to reverse engineer and have airships all over this world now.
Good luck.
I
I
don't know,
fear.
like a primitive version, like balloon powered, that kind of thing.
I think the key is that it needs a floater to work, and replicating one of those with the technology of this fantasy world is probably not going to be possible or easy, if it is possible. They can build the rest of it no problem, probably, except for the circuitry, and the computer. But between the computer and the floater, that's going to be prohibitive.
That's going to be interesting.
Hence the balloon powered idea.
Also, yes. I was talking several times and I only just realized I was muted because I'm a dingus. But yes, Cerna's absolutely, the player's absolutely fine with Syldra. It was just in my head, I was picturing, that Studio Ghibli style of, hackles raised, just everything just like fluffs up.
I love it when that happens.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's
a
so
nice
magical.
little quirk of their animation.
Yeah, it's adorable. But yeah, basically, Cerna was doing that quite a bit.
I always call it the what?
Mm-hmm.
My dear, I'm starting to think I'm not your favorite anymore.
Oh no! Well, king, prince, but no, seriously, Cerna is still, her and Dane have a very strong relationship and all that. This is a prince.
Yeah,
that's going to be useful.
I'm glad I finally got to talk about. Sorry, carry on, D.
No, you go first.
I'm glad I finally got to talk about Biggs and Wedge. I've had that kind of cooking for months now.
Yeah.
You nearly missed it too because you did follow up on. So I threw Frux a bone.
Yeah, you guys missed a major moment with Serenity.
So just try to make up to showing you her butt.
Biggs and Wedge was beautiful, by the way. I think we should all take a moment to compliment.
Yes.
To compliment a really good moment from Kubur. That was beautiful. Biggs and Wedge were delightful.
I'm vouching for that to be player of the game.
Oh yes, it was a strong moment. You took something simple and you made it into something beautiful that really is going to impact your character. To me, the essence of character building in D&D, in my view, is taking mundane things and imbuing them with meaning. Like losing a pet is, as it's a common experience everybody's had, but it's like a fantasy setting and you managed to take it, mix it with the fantasy setting and do something that was a gut punch for everybody. Great work.
I did say ages ago that Vilo's rage comes from somewhere.
You did. And I'm so glad we got to know.
I love it.
You guys missed. Sorry, go ahead.
Did you already know that chocobos were going to be part of the setting?
No.
I figured it would happen eventually.
Yeah.
Also, so you kind of got an insight into Syldra as well.
Yes. Syldra talked about. I was great hearing everybody talk about their reasons for coming to the adventure.
I hope I didn't prolong the session too long by doing that.
No,
it was
I
really
like that.
good.
Yeah.
And you
I just let you guys do your thing.
Yeah, and not only that, but like there was no reason for Serenity to be there because you all know the reason she's doing what she's doing. She told you.
No.
But you did miss
know what-
a major moment with her where like you guys kind of crushed her. Yeah.
We're
She
very,
was-
unfortunately, the fleshy people are a little bit insensitive to the intricate subtleties of the positronic mind.
Yep, nobody wanted. She was like she didn't want to. She was spending all the time outside because the probabilities were messing with her head, and she was hoping that one of the living people would be a calming influence, and so she asked about like the accommodations to see if there was anybody who wanted to like stay with her to keep her company, and nobody did. Nobody invited her, so she was like, "Okay, I'll just keep trucking around the outside of the tavern." Since nobody lets me around.
Don't worry. Serenity will have peace of mind soon.
I know.
I'm glad we all found you before the assassins did.
Yeah.
Well, technically, the assassin did find you.
Yeah. I just mean the whole thing of like, basically she was pleading without asking for like does anybody want to like stay with me tonight because I'm like really troubled and having problems, but I can't ask you because that goes against my functions. So I'm just gonna sort of backhandedly say it, and everyone was like, "Nope, we're gonna just hang out. Bye." And she's like, "Oh, okay."
Unfortunately, the fleshes are a little bit too wrapped up in the alcohol and the food and
I know.
your first bullshit.
I know. It was great. No, I'm not complaining. I thought it was perfect because it fit really well. And so Serenity was like, "Well, fuck. Okay."
Maybe perhaps next time when she's interacting with them, she can adjust her approach based on previous data.
Not with the variables going crazy like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's too many variables right now. That's part of the problem. She's basically saying, "I'm stressing out." It's that old joke of like, "Please tell me that I don't have to stay in this room."
Oh,
I'm kind of freaking out, man.
Oh.
Right. Well, before we go any further down into this rabbit hole, I think we should say goodbye and end the stream.
I will say
that'd
one
be a
thing
good idea.
before we do. I will say one thing before we do end the stream. Unfortunately, because schedules are a bitch, I have one more Saturday where I am unavailable, which is next week. After that, I am going to be available for at least the next 2 to 3 weeks. So, Cerna will be booked.
That's fine, because there wasn't going to be a session next week, was there?
Wasn't there?
No.
Oh, hey!
It's every other week now, because
That's me and Frux need to see each other.
There we go. That's fair enough. Awesome. Okay, I missed that detail. That's cool then. Cool.
Does me up, and then
I get to fight something! Yay!
So,
What are you talking about?
Like
The temple, the water temple.
Alternating schedule. So I'm going to give it a week or two, so I can refresh my memory. And if everybody is content, we will do Strahd on alternating weekends.
Yes. Tomorrow,
You know what?
ready for Strahd?
I'm pretty fucking down for that. I don't know about the rest of you.
This means we can get Creature back, and I've been wanting to get Creature back for fucking ages.
Yes.
Yes, I wanted Creature in this game, and he said no. I need to feel really bad about that because we changed to Saturdays, get him back in, and then he does something that he doesn't want to do. And
I can relate.
All right, so I will say we'll skip next week. We'll do Trial of the Elements the week after, and then depending on if I've managed to do my homework right, we'll get back to Strahd.
You got those rocks ready to fall, Jurnis?
Well, to be fair, the rock is in the air, but these are at the gates to the Amber Temple.
Yes.
There is something there that you're going to find interesting.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure Icey will get Q powers, and as soon as the rocks fall, he'll just wave her hand and it'll disappear.
Still need to find out what that
still
axe
on.
is about.
Yes. And
the stream
my
still on?
axe.
Mhm.
went.
So then, with that,
Mhm.
we shall say goodbye and discuss this further
Yes.
off stream.
Yes.
Yes.
Hold on, super quick. Seth, I see you were trying to use the shut up button. Is there something you want to say on stream? Or can
I
it
was
wait
just
till
gonna-
after?
Just gonna say it's inventory.
I'm sorry
Sorry,
you
we
were
didn't
bothered
catch
there.
that.
There was a cat in the tree.
Meow.
And Bloody wanted
Golden
to.
Knight too.
I believe Bloody Ouija
Think-
was buzzing on behalf of Seth. But yes,
Yeah.
thank
Oh.
you for utilizing the shut up button and drawing attention to it.
Yes.
This
That's
is
how
what
Well, it
we
didn't
use
people
it
say
for.
it didn't actually
Oh.
work for Seth. I think the command was incorrect.
It worked, except it's in Dice&Dolts and not the player chat.
Yeah, you have to do it in the player chat, I'm afraid.
Yes.
Alright then. So,
Uh,
Icey,
That's
is
gonna
anything
be
on the list?
yes. It's gonna be a good night from the lovely DM, me. A good night from our returning cleric.
Good night.
A good night from a bird lover.
So, for the uninitiated, Biggs and Wedge are reoccurring characters in Final Fantasy. It just happens that it's Star Trek, because funnily enough, the people
It's a
that make
Star
RPGs
Wars
are fucking...
reference.
Did I say Star Trek?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I slipped up. It's a Star Wars reference. It turns out the people who make RPGs are fucking nerds. New. Yeah.
Weird.
So, good night, everyone.
A good night from our Kung Fu Kitty, Sephi.
Night night.
A good night from our Sneaky Kitty, Frux.
Sticky. Good night,
Yes, you're a rogue. You're sneaky.
Oh, sticky fingers. I get you.
No, sneaky.
Yeah.
That's sticky.
Oh,
Sneaky.
Sneaky, not sticky.
Okay.
Sorry, I heard sticky and I was.
Yeah.
So did I at first.
There are jokes I could make there, but I won't.
Yeah,
Nope,
let's
I'm not gonna do it.
not. Yeah.
Hey.
And you inadvertently just did the joke by
Yes.
saying you would avoid it.
Not on stream, at least.
I didn't
No.
make the joke. I merely implied a joke, and you all just filled in the blanks.
I didn't. Yeah, she didn't say
I have
anything.
no idea what you're talking about.
Anyhow, a good night from our newest pilot, D.
Be kind to each other in peace and goodness and love.
A good night from our lovely fighter, Derkork.
Good night, everybody.
Derkork
And-
is asleep, I believe. Oh,
Uh,
no, there.
Good night, everybody. I'm not asleep.
Not yet.
Nope.
And a good night from our Aarakkocra, who can now fly without the use of her wings, Dane.
Oh, what does this button do?
And good night to
You
Specky
just
Tater.
dumped in the. I think you just.
Why would
emptied
you press
the
that?
waste.
Well, it actually breaks. No, it doesn't. It empties the waste tanks on deck 7. Does it?
Yay.
I should avoid deck 7 then. Anyways, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.